Unstrapping the beast. Tonight we begin. Friends in the pit. Slick shining like pride. Heartbeat in my throat as we roll to the line. On the stage in line, lights blink, time slows. Burnout smoke rises, crowd in the throes. RPMs climb, engine ready to scream. It's all in the moment, all in the moment. Chasing that dream, chasing that dream. Push it off the trailer, wipe sweat from the hood. Lay out the toolbox, feeling too damn good. Fender defender rivals, I am a ride. Dialing the pressure, check that fuel on the side. Helmet on, suit, zip, mine, crystal black. Ghost from the last loss, try to hold me back. Loud pedals, waiting, foot twitching for green. Christmas tree humming, electric and mean. Like the line, hit the box, lay that burnout down. Smoke in the air, king with no crown. Three-stage stage, just inches to fate. Crowd hushes quiet, no time to hesitate. Nitrous on standby, turbo spooling right. Clutches a razor, I'm coiled for the fight. Eyes on the bulbs, hand tight on the brake. Adrenaline humming, just one chance to take. On the stage in line, lights blink, time slows. Burnout smoke rises, crowd in the throes. RPMs climb, engine ready to scream. It's all in the moment, it's all in the moment. Chasing that dream, chasing that dream. Watch the needle dance as the boost climbs high. Line lock set, rear tires cry. Shifting my weight as I test the play. Whispering to the engine, don't let me down today. Hands trembling, heart ready to explode. Weather in the lane, but tonight I'm in cold. Years of wrenching of long haul nights. Every hour spent building for these few green light. Slick, sticky, exhaust, spitting flame. Only the real know the depth of this game. Reaction time ready, focus down to a pin. When the tree goes green, let the wild begin. Cruise on the rail, shouting pride in my veins. All the pain, all the love pouring out in octane. Pedal mash, clutch pops, the world turns to blur. First 60 feet gone, now the war will occur. On the stage in line, lights blink, time slows. Burnout smoke rises, crowd in the throes. RPMs climb, engine ready to scream. It's all in the moment, it's all in the moment. Chasing that dream, chasing that dream. On the stage in line, lights drop slow, crowd holds its breath. Nitrous hissing, promise, anticipation of death. Hands tight, lights flash. Green explodes in my sight. Rubber pills we launch. Racing gods ignite. On the stage in line, lights blink, time slows. Burnout smoke rises, crowd in the throes. RPMs climb, engine ready to scream. It's all in the moment, it's all in the moment. Chasing that dream, gone from the line. Tires claw for the win. This is where legends and losers begin. Eyes on the finish, mind locked in the zone. I came to the line and I made it my own. Smoke clears behind, I'm chasing the dawn. Part one's for the hungry, for those who hold on. But the race isn't finished. Adrenaline's roar. Let's roll into part two. Let's settle the score.
Engine howling, glory, asphalt blurring beneath. Sweat on my brow, teeth gritting a wreath. Down the back, halftime ceases to be. Just me, my machine, and velocity. On my victory run, nitrous flows, gears bite. Slicks grab the power, I explode into the light. No rival beside me, just wind and the sun. This is my story, my victory run. Clutch drops, I'm gone, whole shot clean. 60-foot time blazing, I live in the between. Blower screams higher, boost pins a gauge. RPMs climbing, I'm burning the cage. Trap speed in my mirror, finish line ahead. Every heartbeat, a can of my doubt, long dead. Quarter-mile tunnel, the world's gone hush. Adrenaline flood and pure primal rush. Power shift, third gear, hand steady and true. Crowds a blur of color, nothing else I can do. Dash lights, flicker, shift light blinks. All that matters is the feel and the instinct that links. One with the fury, one with the drive. It's the only time I know I'm fully alive. On my victory run, nitrous flows, gears bite. Slicks grab the power, I explode into the light. No rival beside me, just wind and the sun. This
top speed peaking. Engine one's down, but my spirit keeps streaking. All down avoided, put them on the trailer. Tonight I'm the king, never known failure. Pull to the pits, window down, breath short. Crew leaping wild, this is our sport. Trophies and glory are cool in the place, but I live for the feeling, the war, the chase. Back to the trailer, tools already at work. Grease under fingernails, pride in the dirt. Win or lose, it's the ride that I crave. Each pass a memory, each burn out a wave. Already plotting the next perfect launch. The hunger returns as the night turns to dawn. Love in the danger, the thrill and the fun. I'll never stop chasing that next victory run. Nitrous flows, gears bite. Slicks grab the power, I exploded into light. No rival beside me, just wind and the sun. This is my story, my victory run, my victory run. Big breaks, crowd roaring, I bask in the sound. Put them on the trailer, the victory's crowned. Every loss, every wrench, every late night call. It's the finish line joy that makes sense of it all. My victory run. Nitrous flows, gears bite. Slicks grab the power, I explode into light. No rival beside me, just wind and the sun. This is my story, my victory run, my victory run. Night cools to silence, engine ticking to rest. Nothing left untried, gave the world my best. But tomorrow's another, I'll never be done. Life is a series of victory run. Last light in the pits, last hand on my hood. For those who understand, it's always this good. Love in the journey, peace in the run. Heart forever racing for the next victory one. My victory run. Streetlights flicker on, engine rumble with trust. Backseat full of stories, knuckle scarred and proud. Tonight we on the road, the brothers rolling out. Cruising with the brothers, block off the street. Hot rods hollering, we came for defeat. Pink slips ready, hands on the wheel. One car at a time, we live what we feel. With the brothers, block off the street. Hot rods hollering, we came for defeat. Pink slips ready, hands on the wheel. One car at a time, we live what we feel. Me and my blood, not just by name. Wrenched in the shadows, built up our fame. Grew up on Chevelle dreams, Mustang ambition. Hit me cool the fever and roll runner ignition. Buzzy in the garage, smoke curling to the sky. Showed us how to fix it, never needed to ask why. Winners in the snowbank, wrench froze the bone. Turn that rusty shell in the king of the zone. One bolt at a time, learn patience and pain. Every busted knuckle, every stubborn chain. Brothers in the trenches, trading swift with speed. Built our reputation on grit and on need. You see us coming, you clear out the lane. RG and X growls, every piston untamed. Don't matter the year, old steel, new thunder. Buick Camaro, Superbird, we pull you asunder. Every part upgraded, every run a new test. If you line up against us, you line up with the prison with the brothers. Block off the street, hot rods hollering, we came for defeat. Pink slips ready, hands on the wheel. One car at a time, we live what we feel. With the brothers, block off the street, hot rods hollering, we came for defeat. Pink slips ready, hands on the wheel. One car at a time, we live what we feel. Searching for rivals, headlights, sweep the black. Roll up slow, challenger deep in the pack. We don't talk much, just stare through the glass. Know if you show fear, you're already last. Signal the block, barricade both ends. No crowd, just engines in a circle of friends. Hoods pop open, bets on the line. You can see in our eyes that these cars are divine. We rebuilt transmissions, tuned every spark. Added knives to the system, let it rip in the dark. G and X on the right, Chevelle on the left. Challenger in the center, breathing heavy, obsessed. I feather the throttle, the Christmas tree shines. RPMs build, we all reading the signs. Green flash, clutch drop, slicks bite the tar. Tires screaming freedom, we show who we are. By the quarter mile, they hope disappears. Doors blown off, pride replaced by tears. We take the ride, not out of spite, but to show every doubter what it means to fight. Wasn't with the brothers, block off the street. Hot rods hollering, we came for defeat. Pink slips ready, hands on the wheel. One car at a time, we live what we feel. With the brothers, block off the street. Hot rods hollering, we came for defeat. Pink slips ready, hands on the wheel. One car at a time, we live what we feel. Kick drums pound, whole crowd chants loud. Chevelle, G and X, Mustang proud. Engines echo legends, break down wild. Mosh pit energy, every brother going wild. Turbo spools, nitrous sprays. We built these dreams in Buzzy's ways. One boat, one wind, one bloodline, one roar. All together rising, now we ready for more. With the brothers, block on the street. Hot rods hollering, we came for defeat. Pink slips ready, hands on the wheel. One car at a time, we live what we with another conquest. We started with nothing, now legends ingrown. I sing with my brothers, together alone.
Last echo of vengeance, ghosts in the night. Buzzy riding shotgun in memory and light. We build, we race, we rise and restore. One car, one life, always coming for more.
Sunset bleeds on chrome, wind whispers his name. Taillights flicker memories, nothing ever the same. Ghost in the passenger seat, hand on my shoulder. Tonight we burn the city down.
One last ride for the soldier.
One last ride, and just cry for the lost. Rubber to the blacktop, we pay what it costs. Brothers and fathers, ghosts by my side. This one's for the legends. One's for the legends. One last ride.
Smoke from the tailpipes, power in my veins. I hear Buzzy's laughter in the rush of the lanes. He built the Chevelle, tuned the boss 429. Taught me the meaning of patience and grind. Winters under street lights, all freeze in the snow. Wrenched through the pain, watched the horsepower grow. Took a sin when the world felt cold and unfair. Never let a kid go hungry, always showed up there. Pushes limits, minutes, I'm king on the strip. Hand steady on the clutch, ready for the whip. Legend never died, they ride shotgun instead. Every shift, every roar, every word he said. Tonight it's more than racing, more than speed and light. It's communion of the fallen in the heart of the night. We call out the names of those we still adore. Circle up the muscle, ready to settle the score.
One last ride, one last ride, and just cry for the lost. Rubber to the blacktop, we pay what it costs. Brothers and fathers, goals by my side. This one's for the legends. One last ride, one last ride. This one's for the legends. One last ride.
Pour out a fifth for the ones who crashed and burned. For the friends gone too soon, for the lessons we learned. Camaros and GNX and super birds on the wind. Names carved in blacktop, stories never end. Shirt off his back, wrench in his fist. Taught me to hustle, to fight through the mist now. Every new build, every pass down the line. Feels like he's with me, got in each sign. My kid brother's still grieving, but we drive to remember each time. Spin a tribute, each burn out a tender. Clutch drops, engine house, wild hearts on parade. We salute every brother who ever misbehaved. For the heroes unspoken, for the fathers unsung. For air last riders cut short, but never undone. Tonight we ride loud, we ride for the past. With Buzzy in the land, we go full throttle, full blast.
One last ride, one last ride, and just cry for the lost. Rubber to the blacktop, we pay what it costs. Brothers and fathers, goes by my side. This one's for the legends. One last ride, one last ride. This one's for the legends. One last ride.
Breakdown roars, every fist pounds a dash.
One last ride.
As the pistons flash.
One last ride.
Trans Am road runner Mustang on the chase. For every fallen racer, we take their place. Smoke and thunder, memories collide. Legends don't fade, they just switch sides. One last ride,
One last ride.
one last ride. And just try for the lost. Rubber to the blacktop, we pay what it costs. Brothers and fathers, ghosts by my side. This one's for the legends.
One last ride. One last ride.
This one's for the legends.
One last ride.
City lights blur, heart pounds with pride. Thank you, Buzzy, for the wisdom you supply. Tonight we keep rolling, never truly apart. You live in the gears, you ride in my heart. Last echo fades, but the legacy survives. As long as there's power, the brotherhood drive. For the fathers, the lost one, the souls on the line. We ride on forever through memory and time. Night wind howls through cracked windows and scars. Brothers on the bench seat, hearts full of stars. Wrong side of the tracks, right side of the fight. Bloodline in the fast lane, rolling through the night. For the brothers, Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever, side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, you don't need. Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever, side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, yeah, that's all we need. We didn't have much, just grit and some steel. Borrowed hope from tomorrow, learned how to feel. Chevelle on the curb, GNX in the shed. Fixed what we had, bought the bat in the red. Hands always dirty.
dirty pockets always light, but hearts beat loud under city street lights. Lost a few friends, lost a few beds, but brothers held strong, never called in the deads. Robbie's a wild one, laughter through storms, Jesse the anchor when the world lost form. Family ain't perfect, got scars and got flaws, but when I was broken they gave me applause. No matter the distance, the years or the tears, open door always, arms wide through the years. Burned down our anger on quarter-mile roads, turned all the sadness to power and code. World can divide us no matter how hard, we're family forever, that bond don't get scarred. For the brothers, Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, let it ride. Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, yeah, that's all it is. From the shadows we came, from the loss and the grime, we built our own legend, one lap at a time. No mention, no titles, but we ran with the best. Outdrove the rich, kids outlasted the rest. Power beneath us, the hum of the night, chasing the finish, but never the fight. Brotherhood deeper than words could explain, healed by the engine, redeemed by the rain. Dropped all the anger, the sadness, the fear. With every hardship, the purpose got clear. The worth of his punches, tried breaking our code, but love in our veins kept us straight on the road. Hugging each curve, never let ourselves go. Pushed to the edge, but we mastered the flow. When the race was all over and the crowd was all gone, home was in the house, it was brothers in song. For the brothers, Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, yeah, that's all we need. Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, yeah, that's all we need. Kick drums, thunder, crowd chants the names. Robbie, Jesse, blood in the flame. Road runner, Camaro, G and X in the mix. Together unbroken, a brotherhood fix. Hands locked together, hearts wild, untamed. Drive hard, drive home, never shame. Drive home, never shame. Drive home, never shame. For the brothers, Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, yeah, that's all we need. Robbie and Jesse, my pride, racing through struggle forever side by side. Blood thicker than anger, pain burned by speed. Family on the throttle, yeah, that's all we need. Street lights flicker, engines cooling with grace. Three brothers together, no finish, no race. Doors always open, hearts always warm. As long as we're rolling, we weather the storm. Last song in the silence, one truth ever known, truth ever known. No matter how far, I'm never alone, never alone. With Robbie and Jesse, with blood and with soul, blood and with soul. For the brothers forever, forever, together we're whole. For the brothers, honoring those who didn't cross the line. Steel and courage, heroes lost to time. For every legend who rode the edge of design. We salute in the burnout, we honor the sign. Honor window. We honor the sign. We honor the sign. We honor the sign. There's a place in my heart for the ones left behind. The memory of hands, sharp minds and spine. Boss 4 to the 9. GNX and Chevelle SSB. Spilled by their blood, their sweat, their feast. Every wrench a prayer, every lap of him. A gospel of risk where the light grows dim. They tune for perfection, roared at the night. Chased down the finish with all of their might. Some were kings on the corner, some gods of the street. Some took the shot and never got beat. But fate's got a hunger for men who were bold. And sometimes the story just ends never old. We lost them to road cages, to flame and to steel. To moments of fury, too raw to heal. They taught us to live, to drive without fear. Now we carry their stories every new year. Honoring those who didn't cross the line. Steel and courage, heroes lost to time. For every legend who rode the edge of design. We salute in the burnout, we honor the sign. Honoring those. I see their faces in the mirror at dawn, whispers in the garage when the street lights on. Trans Am ghosts, super birds cry, Chevy thunder in the midnight sky. They showed us how to hustle the wrench to believe that a man's real worth is the work he can leave. No fear in the veins, just nitro and pride. They lived every second, no shame to hide. Sometimes the lights flicker and the chill fills the lane, reminding us all that the risk's on in vain. This life is a promise, but nobody knows when you take your last run, when the story will close. We pour out a bottle, salute with our ride. Every burnout a tribute, every victory to pride. For the ones who won't finish, who vanish mid-run, we keep on racing till our story is done. Honoring those who didn't cross the line, still encourage heroes lost to time. For every legend who rode the edge of design, we salute in the burnout, we honor the sign. Kick drums rumble, crowd stomps in time. Legends never fade, never left behind. Name check the fallen Tommy Ray, Mike and Joe. Every hero immortal in the engine's glow. We spin the tires, lift smoke to the sky. Their spirit in the thunder, their names never die. Honoring those who didn't cross the line, still encourage heroes lost to time. For every legend who rode the edge of design, we salute in the burnout, we honor the sign. Street goes silent, last echo of might. We honor our brothers who fell in the fight. May the road rise to meet you, the finish shine bright. We race with your spirit, we ride through the night. Last gear shift season, one tear for the brave. You taught us to hustle, to love, to behave. For those who didn't cross, you still cross our mind. Forever in memory, never left behind. On the window, on the window. Oh. Strapping tight, chrome glint in my eye. Rubber meets road, engine scream to the sky. Some chase the heavens, but we take a shot. Tonight we're flying low, riding a rocket. Horsepower explode, wanna octane jet fuel over the thunder in my backbone, soul in the shop. Ain't no flying high, this is riding a rocket. Horsepower explode, wanna octane jet fuel over the thunder in my backbone, soul in the shop. Ain't no flying high, this is riding a rocket. Up, helmet clicks, nerves gone cold. Foot on the clutch, next legend unfolds. Hand on the shifter, eyes on the tree. Blow a whining wild turbo, begging to be free. GNX at my flank, cooler prowling the night. Super bird wing slicing, neon light. Boost building pressure, nitrous, ready to scream. Every cylinder pounding in a fever dream. Every bolt, every wire, every scar on my hands. Earned in the shadows in Buzzy's command. We don't fly in the sky, we roar through the street. A cockpit of fire up front row seat. Quarter mile war zone, time slows to a crawl. Any slip could kill, but I conquer it all. Jet fuel pumping, attached needle red. Feel the world disappear every time I'm ahead of it. Rocket, horsepower explodes. One octane jet fuel over the thunder in my backbone, soul in the shop. Ain't no flying high, this is riding road up here. Rocket, horsepower explodes. One octane jet fuel over the thunder in my backbone, soul in the shop. Ain't no flying high, this is riding road. Crowd goes silent, senses on edge. Grip tightens up at the starting wedge. Clutch drops, tire scream, world blurs fast. Living for the danger, built to outlast. Corvette growls, road runners howl. Mustang boss surges, predators on the prowl. RPM speaking, vision tunnels to white. I'm king of the chaos, lord of the night. Metal shakes, frame flexes, windows vibrate. 1 to 10 octane, no room for fate. Pistons punch the block, exhaust flames bite. 12 seconds of glory, forever in flight. Some dream of rockets, the stars in the blue, but my sky's black top and a victory crew. Asphalt rumbles under wild intent. This is more than a race, this is where my life's been. Rocket, horsepower explode. 1 to 10 octane jet fuel overload. Thunder in my backbone, soul in the shop. Ain't no flying high, this is riding low. Rocket, horsepower explode. 1
this is riding or rocking.
Bass drop slow, crowds chanting the code.
Ride it, launch it on that road.
Turbo spooling, supercharger sing.
Tonight with the Rockets, the kings, everything. Beat pounds like pistons, tires burning bright. Every heart in the crowd racing through the night. Ride up, rear rocket, horsepower explode. 1 in 10 octane, jet fuel overload. Thunder in my backbone, soul in the shot. Ain't no flying high, this is riding the rocket, horsepower explodes. 1 in 10 octane, jet fuel overload. Thunder in my backbone, soul in the shot. Ain't no flying high, this is riding the rocket.
Check a flag wave and adrenaline fades.
Engine cooling off in midnight shades. We came for the danger, for the thrill and the shock. Nothing hits harder than riding a ride.
Echo of thunder, last shimmer of light.
Strapping right out into the night. Some
Dream of flying, but give me that clock. I was born for the strip, I'm riding a rocket.
You wouldn't understand.
I glam through blast, judging from the curb. You talk about danger, but you never felt the nerve. Your world's in neutral, your heart's in park. You roll for the fearless, built for the dark. You wouldn't understand what it mean to ride wild. Never kiss the red line, never live like a child. Never fucking feel it, never grip the demand. The freedom label you would understand. You drive to Sedan with the seat belt tight, counting up pennies, so afraid of the night. Preaching at the window while I split every lane, telling me I'm reckless, calling me insane. But you ain't heard thunder like a shivering in the dawn. You ain't seen times burn till the magic is gone. Never blocked off a street just to win some grind. Never put your soul in the slip, never took that ride. The top of that beat like you knew what it mean. What you ain't smell, I tight, never tasted my shade. Never busted your nipples, never lost a fight. Never risked it all, just to own the night. Your dreams coming blaze, but life in the box. Eyes coming, hit me on the edge of the rocks. We chase the impossible, we on the unknown. This joy, this thrill, it's all we've ever known. You wouldn't understand what it mean to ride wild. Never kissed the red line, never lived like a child. Never fucking fury, never gripped the demand. This beat I made for you. You wouldn't understand. Every pass is a prayer, every light is a dare. Every brother beside me was born to be rare. We split the lanes, dance stitches from death. You slip on your couch, we will live for the breath. Body lead wheels, Camaro bites hard. Guns fortunate, scars on the yard. You have a hound wrongs, college ride in the crash. Though we land, fake the limits and we learn to go fast. What you call crazy, we call it live. What you call stupid, we call it drive. We flood with disaster, revenge at the end. Every mile, every mark, every curve with the fin. You box from the sideline, you talk with your mouth. If you never know north, if you never go south. So keep your opinion at your safe little lane. You on board for the wheels if you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand what it mean to ride by. Never kissed the red line, never lived like a child. Never felt the fury, never gripped the demand. This film made for you. You wouldn't understand. King drum, service. The taste shakes the crowd. You wouldn't understand. We scream it out loud. Turbo on blow with the slicks by the track. Real ones in front. Let's all we fall back. Heads to the sky, headlights to the lane. You can't feel this freedom. You would understand. Hands up in the mirror, we drive through the dawn. Roll for the madness, it's good to move on. You can talk all you want, make it rip from man. My life for the bone. You would understand. Last look in the mirror, last look in the mirror. Last look in the mirror, you would understand.
hands black with oil, dreams stick in the air. A father and his sons, turning wrenches with care. Years in the making, sweat on the floor. Tonight's the first ride, the thrill we built it for. The greatest thrill, chrome flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roll, let the old world stand still. No rush at the moment, this is the greatest thrill. Chrome flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roll, let the old world stand still. No rush like the moment, this is the greatest. Started with nothing, just hoping some rust. A busted
busted old shell and a mountain of trust. Scraped up our pennies for pistons and pipes. Laughed through the breakdowns, argued through nights. Hit up the junkyards, crawled under wrecks. Pulled treasures from bones, traded stories for specs. Dad showed us patience, how to hustle for parts. How to mend what is broken and build from the heart. Saved every dollar, let nothing go to waste. Every boat, every bearing, a memory to taste. The world looked at scraps and saw nothing but trash, but we saw tomorrow in every little stash. Month after month, year after year, busting knuckles and hope. No doubt, no fear. When the engine was finished, that long winter gone, we stood in the garage just waiting for dawn. Greatest thrill, Rome, flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roar, let the old world stand still. No rush like the moment, this is the greatest thrill, Rome, flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roar, let the old world stand still. No rush like the moment, this is the greatest thrill. Dad waved his brow through the keys in my hand, said let's go son, it's this time to understand. That first turn of the key, the engine awoke, bored out Chevy block, cough, then spoke. All those long nights, frustration and fights melted away in the tail lights. New light, we pulled from the drive on 3 side by side. Hugged the first curve, let the whole city ride. Mustang dreams, road run the rage. Balls for 29s, wisdom beyond age. Nothing bought from a showroom or earned and restored. Every part of the story, every mile in the ward. Thunder on blacktop, the future in sight. Father and sons tearing up the night. Hands on the wheel, but love on display. The greatest thrills built, never given away. Greatest thrill, chrome, flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roar, let the old world stand still. No rush like the moment, this is the greatest thrill. Chrome, flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roar, let the old world stand still. No rush like the moment, this is the greatest thrill. Drum hits, crowd chants, garage doors slam. Build it, live it, drive it, drive it. That's who I am. Blow a scream, turbo winds, memories ignite. Every ride with your family, every long hard night. We built more than a hot rod, we built something real. Legacy on 4 wheels, the greatest thrill, greatest thrill, the greatest thrill. Chrome, flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roar, let the old world stand still. No rush like the moment, this is the greatest thrill. Chrome, flashing in the dawn. Blood, sweat, and muscle, now the legend lives on. Turn the key, hear it roar, let the old world stand still. No rush like the moment, this is the greatest thrill. Lights liquor, tomorrow's in reach. Son and father laughing, tires sing on the street. No gold, no trophy could match what we feel. This life, this bond, this greatest thrill. Last word in the song. Build with my family, right where I belong. From nothing to legend, from dream to the wheel. With my father beside me, I know the greatest thrill. Nitro hazy sunrise, tension thick in the air. Wrenches clatter, parts hammer, engines dare. With our hands behind the legend, sweat on the line. Tonight is victory or nothing. Running to the finish line, running to the finish line, running to the finish line. Roar in my chest, milliseconds of difference. Only skill decides the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together, running to the finish line. I'm the eyes in the pit, fire suit strict with oil. Every bolt, every tire, precision, muscle, toil. Fender, defender, the rivals roll in. Camaro against Chevelle, both hungry to win. The starting line sacred, rubber streaks on the track. I double check fuel pressure, snap that hood back. Brothers grip hands, one nod, game face on. A year's worth of range, and now a moment then gone. Tuning the timing, dialing the jets, nitrous canisters locked. No time for regrets, every mechanic's prayer. Every tool I have known pours into this past. My brother's not alone, red lights on the Christmas tree, then yellow, then green. Every soul in the bleachers holds breath, eyes keen. He launches like thunder, whole world at stake. I watch the first 60, hope nothing will break. Nothing will break. Running to the finish line, roar in my chest, milliseconds is the difference. Only skill decides the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together, running to the finish line. I'm running to the finish line, roar in my chest, milliseconds of difference. The only skill decides the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together,
together, running to the finish line.
Down the strip, time stretches a quarter mile long. Equally matched machines singing one furious song. It's not about money, not about pride. It's knowing that skill is what sets us aside. His hand on the shifter, foot feather in the gas. RPM's red line, first gear too fast. Does he stay in second? Squeeze every last drop or stab in the third and pray nothing will pop. I'm shouting at nothing, fist pounding the wall. That fraction of judgment, he's risking it all. Opponent in the lane, reflex is tight. No room for mistakes, only courage and light. Buzzy's old wisdom, echoing strong. Shift with your heart, you'll never go wrong. Crowd erupts as the scoreboard flashes green. He did it, he did it. Best time ever seen, milliseconds win it. History in our name, victory by instinct. Not luck, not game. Not luck, not game. Not running to the finish line, roar in my chest. Milliseconds of difference, only skill decide the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together, running to the finish line. Running to the finish line, roar in my chest. Milliseconds of difference, only skill decide the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together, running to the finish line. I sprint from the pits, heart leap in my chest. Every second the building put fully to test. Crew screaming behind me, we storm the blacktop, hugging my brother as the adrenaline drops. You don't get it, not truly, till you lived every mile. Bled for the build, sweated for the style. Equal machines, but his mind was the edge. Shifted it perfect, lived on the ledge. Those milliseconds, a lifetime, a blink. Everything rides on how fast you think. All those late nights, the arguing pain, vindicated in glory, wild in the rain. Brother, you earned it, you raced and you won. Tonight you're the hero, you're second to none. We laugh through the chaos, we cry through the joy. Victory's a feeling you can't just deploy. It's born in the pits, in brotherhood, strong in the yard of the moment, where we all belong. Where we all belong. Where we all belong. Running to the finish line, roar in my chest. Milliseconds of difference, only skill decides the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together, running to the finish line. Running to the finish line, roar in my chest. Milliseconds of difference, only skill decides the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together, running to the finish line. Beat drops, engine scream, crowd surges as one. Shifted red line, let the victory run. Mental's wild drum line, guitar bass. Feel every piston, the rush of the chase. We run down the quarter, light up the scene, win it by instinct, not luck, not machine. I'm machine, I'm machine, I'm machine, I'm machine, I'm machine. Running to the finish line, running to the finish line. Roar in my chest, milliseconds of difference, only skill decides the best. Brother in the cockpit, rivals in the mirror shine. We win together, running to the finish line. Like stayed engine ticks, we soak in the wind. Crew hugs in the darkness, pride in our grin. For every mile, every fight, every second the grind. We're running together, always to the finish. Low that goes ever on track. With brothers and muscles, we never look back. Racing for glory, for family, for tap. We live for that moment. Running to the finish line.
Track lights flicker, rubber smoke in the air. Crowd packed tight, but only few ever there. We're the ones at the line where the legends appear. Standing so close, gotta put fingers in your ears. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Any train monsters, rockets screaming by. Plug them, cover them, still can't block the sound. We live for the ride or for the fury unbound. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Any train monsters, rockets screaming by. Plug them, cover them, still can't block the sound. We live for the ride or for the fury unbound. Shoulder to shoulder, me and my man. Gasoline cologne, wrench in my hand. Engine ticking over, supercharger winds of 110 octane, nerves etched in lines. Flames spit from headers, pistons locked and loaded. Each bolt double checked, every secret decoded. We lean and close faces right at the block. Breathing fire and smoke, the world comes to a stop. Crowd 50 feet back, but we're in the zone. Heart pounding in rhythm with the beast we own. The stands, they watch, they flinch, they brace. But we live in the tremor, we savor the chase. Earplugs jammed deep, headphones on tight. But nothing can dampen this force in the night. I see old timers grin, scars on their hands. They know that feeling, the thunder that stands. Some might call us crazy, but they'll never see the magic of fire when you're wild and free. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. And they train monsters, rockets screaming by. Plug them, cover them, still can't block the sound. We live for the ride or for the fury unbound. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. And they train monsters, rockets screaming by. Plug them, cover them, still can't block the sound. We live for the ride or for the fury unbound. Standing on the line, paint brain shaking on the track. Earplugs and muffs, there's no turning back. Challenger Bog, Chevelle roars near. GNX Wales, all muscle, no fear. You feel it in your sternum, bass thumping bone. That rumble in your guts is powerful grown. The crowd in the bleachers, wide-eyed and hard, but they never know what it's like with the gods. Only the chosen step past the rails. Where sound is a weapon, where courage prevails. I check every hose, every wire, every cap. Hands on the manifold, mind on the map. We speak in gestures, no words left to say. Over 10,000 horses are coming to play. Ready to launch, we send up a prayer. Brother at the wheel, every soul in the air. We lock eyes one last time, thumbs up, then gone. Flames spit out, and the world's withdrawn. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Penetrate monsters, rockin' screaming by. Plug 'em, cover 'em, still can't block the sound. We live for the rattle, for the fury unbound. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Penetrate monsters, rockin' screaming by. Plug 'em, cover 'em, still can't block the sound. We live for the rattle, for the fury unbound. When the lights flash green and the tires catch flame, it's a dance with the devil, a world with no name. We launch like a rocket, chassis twists hard. Every molecule shouting, every sense on guard. You can watch from afar, but you'll never believe the noise that invades you, the way you can't leave. Some hide from the chaos, some cover their heads, but we bask in the madness, we make it a bed. It's more than the volume, more than the force. It's the memory of Buzzy, it's the path, it's the course. It's know when you built it, you tuned it, you risked, you trusted your brothers, you bet on your fist. Every run in the strip, every new set of fears. Every time you stood trackside, fingers in your ears. It's thunder, it's lightning, it's power unchained. Its legacy burning, this legend sustained. When silence returns, when the rocket is gone, we're left with the ringing, but the feeling lives on. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Penetrate monsters, rocket screaming by. Plug 'em, cover 'em, still can't block the sound. We live for the rattle, for the fury unbound. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Penetrate monsters, rocket screaming by. Plug 'em, cover 'em, still can't block the sound. We live for the rattle, for the fury unbound. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Penetrate monsters, rocket screaming by. Plug 'em, cover 'em, still can't block the sound. We live for the rattle, for the fury unbound. Fingers in your ears, burn out thunder, shakes the sky. Penetrate monsters, rocket screaming by. Plug 'em, cover 'em, still can't block the sound. We live for the rattle, for the fury unbound.
Leather crack, knuckles raw, dashboard cold and black. Rumble in the silence, engine talking back. Helmet press, heart possessed, trembling in the cage. One last prayer, one last wish, soul burning on the stage. Please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize, all I can whisper. Please God, please, let me win, let me save, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize, all I can whisper. Please God, foot on the clutch, world shrinks to a thread. All the ghosts in the review, all the dreams in my head. Natural leaking on the floor, rubber smoke in the lights. This is what I was made for, these quarter-mile fights. Careless hands shaking, breath short and thin. Every second before lunch was like original sin. Kids' faces flash by, love burning like flame. I want them to know that daddy's not just a name. Buzzy's voice in my memory, you're never alone. But the loneliness is hardest just before I'm gone. 1,000 hours of building, a million tiny scars. Or for a moment between the moon and the stars. Please God, please, let the pistons hold strong. Let the angels ride shotgun, let nothing go wrong. I ain't scared of dying, but I'd rather survive. There's more than a trophy for keeping alive. Please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize, all I can whisper. Please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize, all I can whisper. Please God, RPM needle, rhyming sweat runs to my eyes. Every prayer ever prayed roars up to the skies. I feel the sting of gasoline on cuts in my skin. The few lines hiss and my patience worn thin. Opponents right beside me, humming nods in respect. Both of us risking more than anyone suspects. Rubber screaming the launch, fire licking the lane. Heaven and hell riding shotgun the game. The world fades, the tunnel just me and the sound. The force of that engine, the pressure unbound. Quarter mile of danger, a lifetime in the breath. Every gear shifts a gamble between glory and death. I pray with each piston, I hope with each spark. Please God, please guide me through the dark. Not for the fame, not for the cheers, but to live for my family, to see them for years. Please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize, all I can whisper. Please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize, all I can whisper. Please God, please. White line
approaching all chaos and hope. I push through the terror, tighten my scope. All smoke thickens, dashboard lights flash. Tires clawed the pavement in the desperate dash. A bell box behind me, G and X closing in. All my rivals and demons, all the races I've been. I'm not the bravest, the strongest, the fastest alive, but I know what it's like to claw and to strive. Father, brothers, old friends in my back, all those gone racers lining the track. I hear every prayer, ever whispered in fear. Every please, God, please, from the crowd and the peers. When tears in my helmet, sweat stings my eyes, but I'm crossing the line if it's the less of my tries. Give me one more sunrise, let me feel my kids' hand. Give me mercy, give me power, let me finish this plan.
Please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize. All I can whisper, please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize. All I can whisper, please God, please. Please God, please. Please God, please. Please God, please. Please God, please.
Please, please.
Please God, please. Leather cracked, knuckles raw, dashboard cold and black. Rumble in the silence, engine talking back. Helmet pressed, heart possessed, trembling in the cage. One last prayer, one last wish, soul burning on the stage. Please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize. All I can whisper, please God, please, let me win, let me fly. Keep me safe, let me cross that line. Hands bleeding, eyes on the prize. All I can whisper, please God, please. Slowly, world starts again. The silence I whisper remain. Homebound and grateful, tears in my eyes. Please God, please, thank you for the ride. Last beat in the darkness, hands folded in peace. Life's a wild journey. Please God, please.
Sunset over Pit Road, crowd hungry for more. Opponents talking big, but we settle the score. Chrome gleaming, engines hot, victory in tow. It's time to walk the walk, time to let them know. Let them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners move forward, loser just know. There's a silence at the line, a tension in the air. Robbers flexing posture, pretend they don't care. But we've been here before, we've seen all the pride. We built these machines with our souls inside. Challenger rumbling, Chevelle's got that stance. G&X plotting, Camaro wants a chance. But tonight's ours, you can feel it in the crowd. We don't need to shout, we let the cars get loud. I lock eyes with the driver, nod just so. Give a little wink, you ready, they know. When the tree goes green, I'm gone in a flash. Quarter mile thunder, all they see is a dash. As they trail in the smoke, dreams slip away. We take the wind clean, humble but never afraid. Let them know, let them know, let them know, let them know, let them know. Let them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners move forward, loser just know. Them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners move forward, losers just know. After the race, while they're packing up slow, we stroll by smiling, heads high, taking it low. No need for trash talk, crash talk, our victory is clear. You can see it in their faces, the loss and the fear. We shake hands at the trailer, give props with a grin. Good run, boys, maybe next time you win. That's how we show love, respect in defeat, but never forget who owns these streets. The crew laughs off, loading trophies in the trunk, celebrating hard, but never acting punk. Next year they'll come back, hoping they rise, but we'll be ready, we'll never compromise. Built on hard nights, all their wrenching and sweat, legacy and chrome, never seen us lose yet. Win with class, ride with pride, you can't fake the real, no matter how hard you try. Let them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners move forward, losers just know. Let them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners Winners move forward, losers just know it's more than the win, it's the code that we keep. The lessons you learn at 100 feet deep. One day you lose, the next you might rise, but tonight is ours, the gold in our eyes. We remember the days when we packed up first. Now we're kings of the blacktop, forever rehearsed. Buzzy taught us honor, never gloat, just show. Let your engine do the talking, let your reputation grow. We salute every rival, shake hands with the past, but legends are legends because they always last. I give a last look back, a thumbs up for the ride, then head for the exit. My brothers by my side, to all those we beat, to every wood before we drive with respect, but we still let them know. No, 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 no. Let them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners move forward, losers just know. Them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners move forward, losers just know. Baseline erupts, engine rumble in time. Crowd chants the mantra, let them know it's mine. Stomping the pedals, blowing minds with each pass. We ride for the glory, the pride built to last. Burnouts and laughter, taillights aglow. Tonight we own it, we let them know. Them know, them know, 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 know. Let them know when you blow by on the run. Doors off the hinges, you're second to none. Pack it up, roll it out with a wink as you go. Winners move forward, losers just know. Streetlights receding, trophies in hand. We drive out as legends, the kings of this land. Smile in the rear view, pride on show. For the love of the race, we always let them know. No, 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 no. We always let them know. No, 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 no. We always let them know. Last lap behind us, next race inside. We live for the win, we live for the night. To everyone watching, to every friend and foe, when you run with the best, you'll always let them know.
Mighty nigga rise, only heartbeat is the tick. Net a low metal, rest slow and kick. We built this machine with hope and precision. Now it's time for the world to feel the power and ignition. The power of the engine, rushing the sound. Come for the thunder, shaking the ground. Tune to the head, balance sublime. Every spark, every piston, every second of time. Flow bricks on the bitch, grease stains on the page. Tasting the mystery, decides the rage. Buzzy talk patience, the mesh out of weight. Tuning by gear to the eye on the straight. Clear as the surface, every cam in this place. Stroke the combustion, the dance not a race. Every blow toward, every gasket sealed. Twins in the block, left the left on my bill. Carburetor whispers and jiggers keep time. Fuel less, sipping the rhythm in wine. Balance the brake, polish the ride. Trust in your labor, have faith in the guys. Carry like stove in the oil sake room. King each home, each shivering tune. Hundreds of drum runs, test after test. Perfection, the test, you never settle for less. The power of the engine, perfection is out. Bubble up thunder, shaking the ground. Tune to the edge, balance sublime. Every spark, every piston, every second in time. The power of the engine, perfection is out. Bubble up thunder, shaking the ground. Tune to the edge, balance sublime. Every spark, every piston, every second in time. Morning breaks open, the first key turns. Heartbeat six, the best of cylinders burn. Hemi growls, key and X breeze deep. Chevelle waves, hot with no promises to keep. To feel it in your chest when the cam hit a note. From the headers to the tail, thighs power and every dope. Torque comes like mountains, horsepower climb. Red line, they say, this moment is mine. Puzzles all night, stouts and delays. Push away in a single sweet phrase. Blood turns to thunder, the street lights so break. Spectators gather, trembling no break. It's more than a motor, more than the gears. It's a testament to hope, to blood, sweat, and tears. I listen with reverence, I tune with respect for the soul of the engine. I honor, protect the power of the engine, perfection is sound. Rumble up thunder, shaking the ground. Tune to the edge, balance sublime. Every spark, every piston, every second of time. The power of the engine, perfection is sound. Rumble up thunder, shaking the ground. Tune to the edge, balance sublime. Every spark, every piston, every second of time. Crowns hold their breath as I idle the stage. The anticipation electric, the world is a cage. All eyes on the block, from the scope to the design. The fusion, the B, it's a sign, it's wide. The pressure, the mixture, the symmetry true. From blue, paper, black, talk a century grew. His poetry is real, it's math in motion. A living creation, evolve the motion. When the light says it's green, when the world sits away. The power beneath me, the answer today. Not just the speed, but the soul in the bills. The order, the clan, the legend fulfilled. It's every father, it's on every long hidden plan. Proof that a man is more than a man. Tonight we go racing, but before I could go, I bow to the engine, the machine with a heart. Power of the engine, profession and sound. Bubble up thunder, shaking the ground. Tune to the
shadows crawl. Ignition flicks the spark. I wake the beast inside me, fire up the dark. Metal breathes, heart sings, something wild awakes. Tonight man and machine, no room for fate. The beast is alive, feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my mind. Feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Still it's a new piston and pride. Raised on hard lessons, nowhere to hide. Buzzy said, son, respect what you build. The beast in the garage is the hunger you will. Fuel in my veins, octane in my soul. Every mile earned, every victory to go. Blower winds of warning, heavy rumbles threat. Heads turn, jaws drop, crowd breaks a sweat. It's more than a motor, more than just chrome. It's the way you walk, the way you own your home. Some ride for the show, some ride for the thrill, but real ones know it's the power and will. Pull up to the light, hold hands on the wheel. Some kid in a junker tries flexing for real. He shouts, wanna race, I grin, give a nod. I know what I'm holding, I know I'm a god. When the green hits the lens, I barely even try. The beast in my car, the beast in my eyes. The beast is alive, feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Rolling through the city, heads on a swivel. Chevelle shakes windows, GNX makes them quiver. People lean forward, mouths open wide. Every street I touch whispers, that's a beast you can't hide. RPMs climbing, adrenaline spikes. Every red light's a test, every green is a fight. That kid in the shit box, open his eyes. He don't know defeat till the legend arrives. I don't waste the rev, don't stomp on the gas. Just a tap of the throttle, let him try to pass. He's chasing a dream, he'll wake up soon. When you dance with the beast, you howl at the moon. Some say it's ego, some say it's pride, but only the beast knows what you hold inside. It's the hunger for glory, for legacy, for drive. To know when you ride, the beast is alive. The beast is alive, feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Midnight highways, neon flickers on steel. Every pulse, every shift reminds me what's real. Some ride for attention, but we ride for the creed. To honor the hunger, to honor the need. Boss 429 shakes, roll, run the moans. Crowd on the corner recording on phones. They shout, that's a beast as I fade from their sight. Two monsters in harmony ruling the night. I see it in faces, the respect and the fear, the awe and the envy when the beast is near. Years in the making, sweat paid for the prize. No shortcuts, no secrets, just will in disguise. You can see me coming by the sound in the stance, by the way that I rumble, by the way people glance. So next time you wonder who's king of the drive, just listen for thunder, the beast is alive. The beast is alive, feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Brakes blow, engine solo bass shakes the room. Saints like a chase scene, drums like a boom. Crowd shout bass as I burn down the lane. No fear, no rivals, just thunder and flame. Breakdown supreme, man and machine. Live in the dream, live in the dream, live in the dream. The beast is alive, feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Feel it thunder, feel it roar. Two monsters together unleashed from the core. Drive out the night, let the world testify. The beast in my chest, the beast in my ride. Last echo of power, last spark in the drive. Remember my name. The beast is alive.
Early sun on the bleachers, buzz in the air. Flags waving, rhythm, excitement everywhere. Engines warming up by scanning the land. Tonight we race for the fans in the stand.
For the fan, the stands, every shout, every cheer. Thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in.
Rows and rows of faces shining in the sun. Fathers with sons, old legends and young. Mothers and daughters, hands raised high. Whole family together, stars in their eyes. They travel for hours, sit through the rain. Brave every delay, every tire, every pain. Painted in colors, waving their flags. Living for the moment the Chevelle launches and drags. You see them at sunrise, lining up at the gate. First to arrive and the last ones to wait. With popcorn and soda with stories they
share, retelling old victories, breathing the air. I give a small wave, catch the glint in their smile. 1,000 wild hearts make this life worthwhile. You can build the best engine, drive the wildest line, but it's empty and hollow without fans behind. For the fans in the stands, every shout, every cheer, thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in. For the fans in the stands, every shout, every cheer, thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in. From city to city, they follow the show. T-shirts and banners, names they all know. Kids on the shoulders, hands clutching the rail, dreaming that someday they'll blaze the same trail. The roar of the engines, the smell of burnt fuel. For the fans in the stands, every race is a jewel. I glance through the bleachers before every run, searching for courage in the faces of everyone. Some wave back wildly, some raise a sign, some just close their eyes, living out the design. They cheer every burnout, they feel every loss. They ride every victory, no matter the cost. You see, it's not just the drivers, not just the crew. With the fans in the stands, there's nothing to do. You are the chorus, the anthem, the soul. Without your devotion, we'd never feel whole. For the fans in the stands, every shout, every cheer, thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in. For the fans in the stands, every shout, every cheer, thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in. Night races glowing, fireworks ignite, crowds on their feet, loving every fight. Some came for the speed, some came for the sound, some just for family, for love all around. You teach us humility, you teach us pride. You keep us honest, you walk at our side. I hear you screaming as I shoot down the lane. Your joy is my compass through pleasure and pain. From the diehards with posters to the first time guests, every single heartbeat helps us race at our best. We run for the fathers, the daughters, the sons, for the old school fans and the brand new ones. You're the reason we build, you're the reason we strive. It's your wild devotion that keeps dreams alive. So here's my salute, my thanks from the track. It's for the fans in the stands, I keep coming back. For the fans in the stands, every shout, every cheer, thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in. For the fans in the stands, every shout, every cheer, thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in. For the brave that explode, drums thunder, crowd claps, chant shakes the rafters, the whole place snaps. Lights flash, hearts pound, the anthem ascends. With the fans in the stands, on us it depends. It's the moment, just roar, whole arena in trance. Tonight's not just ours, it's the fans in the stands. For the fans in the stands, every shout, every cheer, thunder in your heartbeat, love in your ear. You light up the track, you fuel every win. It's your joy and your power that pull us back in. And just cooling, lights slowly go down, smiles on faces as we leave this town. You're the reason we race, you're the joy in the plans. For all of our victories, we thank the fans in the stands.
One last look upward, gratitude deep. We'll carry your love every mile that we keep. For the fans in the stands, forever our friends. You are our beginning, our middle, our end.
Settle. Let's go. Check it out, check it out.
Sunlight through the garage, dust dancing in the beams. Old toolbox at my feet, full of stories and dreams. A boy with grease on his hands, eyes wide and drenched. This is the day my father gives me that first wrench, that first wrench. Heavy in my hand, the key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. First wrench, heavy in my hand, the key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. Dad's hand was steady, knuckle scarred and wise. He pulled out the toolbox, mystery in his eyes. Told me every tool had a purpose, a soul. Stories in the sockets, legends in the road. A wrench was once smooth, chrome faded by years. Still strong as the day it broke through his fears. He showed me the difference between Phillips and flat. How to measure what feel, how to listen for that perfect click to whisper when the talk is just right. How to loosen the stubborn, how to work through the night. Together we fixed the ocean veils, hard pulled engines bent steel, made the scrap heap start. He taught
taught me to hustle, to think with my hands, to trust in the process, to honor the plans. And when the last bolt tightened, when the motor would sing, he'd grin, that's the magic only wrench can bring. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, a key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, a key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. Years roll forward, I grew with the trade, met masters and mentors, learned the games they played. In every new garage there was something to steal, a secret to share, a trick to reveal. From Buzzy on the blacktop to legends on the strip, they taught me to troubleshoot, to improvise, to rip. That wrench became a passport, a bond and a shield, proof that I belonged in any battlefield. Late nights with my brothers, engines torn apart, passing the tools, each one played his part. We learned by failure, by laughter and loss, grew tougher together, no matter the cost. From first turn of a nut to the last drag race, the wrench in my pocket, the pride in my face. I won trophies, lost plenty, but always believed manhood's a journey, not something received. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, the key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, the key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. Yeah, now I'm the father, garage full of tools, a boy by my side eager to break all the rules. His eyes just as wide as mine on that day when my dad handed down the tradition. The way I nailed by the toolbox, lift out the same steel, heavier now but the weight makes it real. I tell him a Buzzy of legends before, I'm hot as old rents, opened every door. He asked what's it worth, I say more than gold. It's wisdom, it's memory, it's hands that hold. I got his first turn, teach patience to fire, how to fix what is broken, how to build something higher when the engine ignites and the world comes alive. I see every man in my bloodline survive. One day he'll pass it, the cycle unbroken. That first wrench, I promise, a legacy spoken. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, a key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, a key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. Damn down, explode, drums like hammers, dammers, bass deep as pride. Chihuahua swells, tears mixed with the drive chant, rises up, wrench, bolt, build, repeat. Legacy is handed down, never accepts defeat. Guitar shimmer like chrome, since echo the line. One wrench, one dream, 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 dream. Carried through time. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, a key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. That first wrench, heavy in my hand, a key to the kingdom, the birth of a man. Passed through the ages, from fathers to sons, turning bolts, turning time till the old work is done. Night falls in the garage, new eyes on the gleam. One boy, one wrench, a new father's dream. It started with metal, with love, with a hunch. Manhood begins with that first wrench. Yeah. Last echo and sign like a sun. Legacy sponge. Fathers to sons. The work's never done.
Six time gone on radios, crackle and play. Regis Hickle and Millery, history paved and gray. Break. From Google beginners to the internet, sure shine. His dreams, 80s neon, harder scenes. Everything we had poured into the machine. Learn to trade from legends, school and wise. Stack base, chasing bars, saw the tick you in the eyes. We give a nigga rise, beat nights on the floor. Every nut and bolt, man, we come back for more. From the crew of four, tight as can, no weak legs, no fakes, just spirit to win. We fall, though with timing, no rejecting in gears. The winner was race day, we been through our fears. Hustle true like muscle, when spit came slow. Every loss was a lesson, every victory a blow. Trouble, pain and delight until Sunday morning, the star for the line, right? Four world titles, earned with blood and sweat. From the pit fourth birth of Jane. Pictures in the baker, trophies in the shop, but the real goal was the bond you can't swap. We stood on the jack strip, proud shaking the mains, knowing the journey was more than the fame. Seville Benedori, see your next bar, might 4 men, one vision, living for the fight. Every Sunday you battle, every pass a war, or when the smoke cleared, our legacy soared. Poured out the champagne, laughed in the rain. Remember the hunger, the heartbreak, the strain. Rebel teams whisper that who can't be beat. Oh, we knuckle was love, now luck in the seat. Can't pass that flashes with the spirit never fade. Whole world titles, legends we made. 4 world titles, earned with blood and sweat. From the peak to the podium, we'll never forget. Brothers in the fire, kings of the line. That's been the best champions. Now old handshake, but the memories shine bright. Stories retold at the bar every night. We pull out the photos, replay the scenes. 4 world champions, all kings of machines. I see my old brothers pray now it's slow, but our eyes still burn with that victory glow. We talking lost rivals, so for ones who've gone of the courage it took just to play a yard. Younger crews wonder how we made it that far. We tell them trust your brothers, chase your own star. What matters ain't the trophies, not the cash on the cars. It's the man at your side, it's the pride in the stars. 4 bitches, 4 souls, all stories alive. 4 world titles around me, so fine. I look back with gratitude, with love and with pride. On the team, but a ride on the Lebanese side. 4 world titles, earned with blood and sweat. From the peak to the podium, we'll never forget. Brothers in the fire, kings of the line. That's for the best champions. Great town, the rough drum pound like victory laughs. Proud chance the number 4. We thunderclap since like flashballs, bass like a cheer. We earned every moment, we played every year. Kiss in the air, yo, shining divine. 4 titles, actions in time. 4 world titles, earned with blood and sweat. From the pit to the podium, we'll never forget. Brothers in the fire, kings of the line. Best of the best champions. Night fades to silence, track empty and blind, but our story remains. Our victory won't hide. 4 men, 1 dream. 4 world titles acclaimed. Legends forever, you'll remember the name. Last echo upon the last flicker of light. 4 world titles. 4 world titles. 4 world titles. 4 world titles.
Crowded a fever, bleachers shaking with sound. Engines rumble, thunder, adrenaline pounds. Helmet tight, nerves stretched to the seams. Tonight we're screaming, living the dream.
Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat. From the start to the wind, let the wild heart sing. In the roar of the race, I'm screaming everything. Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat. From the start to the wind, let the wild heart sing. In the roar of the race, I'm screaming everything.
Every light on the trees got 1,000 eyes. Pit crew shouting numbers, strategies and lies. Rivals taunt, fist pound the gate, no holding back, no fear of fate. My name echoes in the chaos, fans chanting loud. Every scream a reminder, I'm making them proud. The exhaust spits fire, tire shrieking pain. Every soul in the crowd knows we rule this domain. Brothers on the rail, mothers in the stands, all their hopes and their fears rising up with their hands. You can fake this madness, can't bottle this thrill. Screaming my glory, I'm chasing the kill. Past the halfway mark, victory in sight. I'm yelling the destiny to bring on the fight. Every decibel, every voice, every leap in the night. We're all screaming together, chasing the light.
Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat. From the start to the wind, let the wild heart sing. In the roar of the race, I'm screaming everything. Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat. From the start to the wind, let the wild heart sing. In the roar of the race, I'm screaming everything.
Lanes is electric, team calls my name. Comments encouragement, every word is a flame. I can hear them screaming as I shift into third. The whole world blurs to a single word. Competitors glare, but I'm deaf to the hate. It's my time to conquer, my chance to create. Trophies in mind, pink slips on the dash. A lifetime of longing burns out with each flash. That final straight stands in a riot. The roar of the crowd, impossible to quiet. I punch the throttle, let the world dissolve. Every shout from the fans helps my fears resolve. I scream my own anthem, primal and raw. Tonight I'm the winner, tonight I'm the law. The noise is a tidal wave the silence can't touch. When you race for your life, you scream for so much.
Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat from the start to the wind. Let the wild hearts sing in the roar of the race. I'm screaming everything. Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat from the start to the wind. Let the wild hearts sing in the roar of the race. I'm screaming everything. Victory lap slow, crowd tears in their eyes. Cheers turn to whispers, euphoria flies. Walking the track in the cool afterglow. No voices left, just the memories below. Pink slips collected, rivals packed up. I stand in the silence, holding the cup, but inside I'm still screaming. Rage, love, release, for every lost turn lesson, for every new piece. Screaming for Buzzy, for brothers, for pride, for every late night wrench, and for all those who died. The world gets quiet, but my spirit still shouts for the battles I've won, for casting out doubts. It's the silence that follows that proves what we've done. Screaming inside, I know that I've won. Oh! Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat from the start to the wind. Let the wild hearts sing in the roar of the race. I'm screaming everything. Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat from the start to the wind. Let the wild hearts sing in the roar of the race. I'm screaming everything. Breakdown erupts, drum stutter, crowd chants, sense echo shouts, pure adrenaline dance. Bass shakes the grandstands, guitar slice the sky, screaming with everything, 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 everything. Never asking why. Never asking why. Let it thunder your soul. Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat from the start to the wind. Let the wild hearts sing in the roar of the race. I'm screaming everything. Screaming, fans on their feet, pit crew howling, feel the beat from the start to the wind. Let the wild hearts sing in the roar of the race. I'm screaming everything. There's breath in silence, tears blur my view, but deep in my spirit, I'm screaming for you.
Long nights in the garage, chrome shining blue. I figure no woman would ever break through. Grease on my knuckles, hope fading in time, till I looked up and found her. Now I know she's mine.
She's mine, wilder than thunder, strong as the night. Hands me that wrench, makes everything right. Through races and heartache, storms and sunshine, no one like her. She's one of a kind. Too many girls try to love from afar, couldn't handle the long drives, the late nights, the scars. They roll their eyes at the black on my jeans. Never understood what horsepower means, but then she showed up, boots dusty with pride. Leaned on the Chevelle, took a look inside, didn't flinch at the rumble of the scars on my hand. She laughed at my story, said she understands. First time I saw her under that hood, I knew in an instant she's better than good. She stays through the chaos, she rides through the pain. She cheers from the bleachers when I burn up the lane. Nights when I'm broken, she never complains, just hands me a socket, let's bleed out the stains. With her by my side, I feel truly alive. No doubt in my mind, she's mine for the ride. She's mine, wilder than thunder, strong as the night. Hands me that wrench, makes everything right. Through races and heartache, storms and sunshine, no one like her. She's one of a kind. Late night confessionals, two boxes open. She listened to dreams I never had spoken. She gets what it's like to need speed and the rush, to risk all your love for that split second. She never tells me to quit, never tells me to slow. She wants every story, wants all that I know. She's hands on the fender, grease on her face, laughing in moonlight, queen of the race. She sees the wild man I am and the boy that I hide. She tames every tempest just by being beside. When the rivals get loud, when the world wants a piece, she's the calm in my chaos, the peace in my peace. She never doubts my hunger, my need for the fight, but she reminds me it's love that keeps me up at night. She'll hold the flashlight, I hold my whole life. She's the reason I'm whole, one day she'll be my wife. She's mine, wilder than thunder, strong as the night. Hands me that wrench, makes everything right. Through races and heartache, storms and sunshine, no one like her. She's one of a kind.
talk about futures while engines cool down. Dream about kids, about settling down. But she says let's build, let's never grow old. Let's chase every sunset, let's do what we're told by our hearts, not the world. Let's write our own page, let's burn up the blacktop and laugh through the age. She's there for the breakdown, for glory and loss. She stays for the grit, for the wins, for the cause. She's first to the finish, last one to leave. A lover, a partner, a dream to believe. I look at the ring, I'll give her someday to thank her for every late night she stays. She's the girl that the legends are written in about. The reason my doubts fade away in the shouts. So let the whole world wonder how I ever found a girl while it's lightning with a soul on the ground. I'll hold her forever, as fierce as this round. She's the rarest of treasures, thank God she's mine.
She's mine, wilder than thunder, strong as the night. Hands me that wrench, makes everything right. Through races and heartache, storms and sunshine, no one like her. She's one of a kind. We talk about futures while engines cool down. Dream about kids, about settling down. But she says, let's build, let's never grow old. Let's chase every sunset, let's do what we're told by our hearts, not the world. Let's write our own page, let's burn up the blacktop and laugh through the age. She's there for the breakdowns, for glory and loss. She stays for the grit, for the wins, for the cause. She's first to the finish, last one to leave. A lover, a partner, a dream to believe. I'll look at the ring, I'll give her someday to thank her for every late night she stays. She's the girl that the legends are written about. The reason my doubts fade away into shouts. So let the whole world wonder how I ever found a girl while there's lightning with a soul on the ground. I hold her forever, as fierce as this rhyme. She's the rarest of treasures, thank God she's mine. She's mine, wilder than thunder, strong as the night. Hands me that wrench, makes everything right. Through races and heartache, storms and sunshine, no one like her. She's one of a kind.
Breakdown surges, bass like a heartbeat, drums crashing thunder. Our anthem completes, may shimmer like chrome. Crowd chants the line, she's mine, she's mine, she's one of a kind. That's two knows well, voices entwined, celebrating the love that's finally mine.
She's mine, wilder than thunder, strong as the night. Hands me that wrench, makes everything right. Through races and heartache, storms and sunshine, no one like her. She's one of a kind. Moonlight on metal, her smile in the dark. Every ride, every night, she's igniting my spark. Wherever the road leads, whatever I find, I'll thank the stars forever that she is mine.
Tension in the cabin, sweat beads on my brow. Pedals and pulse aligned in the now. Tree lights blink, heart starts to rush. Time to show the world the magic in the clutch. Hitting the clutch, snap it just right. Feel that Joe, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. Hitting the clutch, snap it just right. Feel that Joe, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. Short race, long dreams, quarter mile at stake. Every shift a heartbeat, every second you make. Foot hover, sense a scream, engine wound tied. RPMs dancing in the edge of the night. Blower screams, warning intact, red lines with pride. I read every tremor, every twitch in the ride. The moment approaches, adrenaline surge. I know this old monster, I feel when it yearns. Let the world fade out, let the noise disappear. It's me and my instinct, and the next gear. Hit the clutch, power drops gear. Stepping hard, it's plan. A split second move now, let the run begin. No time for mistakes, no room for regret. That perfect engagement, the thrill you don't forget. My hands in the shift of my mind in the flow. When you know your machine, you know when to go. Hit in the clutch, snap it just right. Feel that Joe, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the gut. Hit in the clutch, snap it just right. Feel that Joe, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. First gear, close the pavement
tigers bite with rage. Time slows to a whisper, world's a cage. I feel the sweet spot, not too soon, not too late. Shift with intention, trust and faith. Chevelle's got muscle, GNX brings heat. Every car a contender, but none can compete. It's not just the timing, it's the years I invested. The bond we created, every way I was tested. Release the clutch, feel the leap in my chest. Second gear surges, RPMs press, pedal to metal. Shift the snaps tight, each upshift is poetry. Every downshift the fight, crowd on the feet. Pulse in my veins, I'm riding the power, breaking the chains. There's a thrill in the transfer and letting it slide. In a fraction of mastery, legends are tied. In the clutch, slap it just right. Feel that jolt, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. Hit in the clutch, slap it just right. Feel that jolt, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. Third gear is glory, home stretch in sight. Every muscle we're bearing, perfect and tight. The secret's not speed, but the balance you feel. Knowing when to push, when to let it heal. Me and the machine, one thought, one breath. Dancing with danger, flirting with death. A second too early, you lose all your game. A second too late, and the engine is strained. But I know this transmission, I know it by heart. I feel a desire, right here a start. Final shift, the world explodes. Wheels screaming thunder, destiny loads. Cross the line first, rivals in the dust. I did it again, thanks to hitting the clutch. Hitting the clutch, slap it just right. Feel that jolt, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. Hitting the clutch, slap it just right. Feel that jolt, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. Hitting the clutch, breakdown, surges. Drum slap like gears. Hitting the clutch, Smith's world like axles. Crowd in cheers, champ rises up. Shift, hit it, ride that rush. Adrenaline explodes in the roar of the clutch. Hit him in the wild, the bass drops and pops. Like a shifter in hand, it never stops. Hitting the clutch, slap it just right. Feel that jolt, car takes flight. Torque in the marrow, power in the touch. Victory comes to the one in the clutch. Hitting the clutch, track cools, heart pounds. My legend in the dust, all for the glory. Hitting the clutch. Last echo, last shift, last moment to trust. The secret of the win is hitting the clutch.
Pedal on the floor, hard in my fist. Shifter in my palm, no tricks, no assist. Forget autopilot, forget playing it slick. Tonight we win by slapping the stick. Oh, slapping the stick. Manual or bust. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, torque in the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can't stick. Slapping the stick. Manual or bust. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, torque in the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can't stick. Most just coast, let computers decide. Never feel the fury, never learn to ride. But me, I'm a craftsman, hand built and proud. Every gear a challenge, every shift loud. First or second clutching, heel toe touch. Feel every piston, don't rush it too much. Down shifting for corners, up or to straight. Every move I make, every fraction of fate. You can hear me coming, you can see my intent. Slapping that stick till the gearbox is spent. Second gear to third, right a red line. One chance to make it, that victory's mine. No battle, no doubt, just muscle and feel. When you drive like I do, you drive something real. Some grind it and break it, some fumble and stall. But the pros know the rhythm, the music of it all. Slapping the stick, manual or bust. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, torque in the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can't stick. Slapping the stick, manual or bust. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, torque in the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can't stick. From drag strip to city, from street light to track, every shift is a story, no skill that I lack. I see the young guns try, but they can't get the beat. They fumble the motion, they can't take the heat. My foot dances, clutch left hand, got the faith. Downshift for glory, upshift for fate. I feel every cog, every tooth, every notch. No time for mistakes, no time to botch. At the end of the race, it comes down to this. Did you shift at the limit? Did you make it pure bliss? Cause a second too soon and you dog lose the launch. A second too late and your rivals all torn. But I hit it just right, third gear at the line. That's when I led, the victory's mine. Fans screaming all pit, crew gives a nod. Slapping the stick, he drives like a god. Slapping the stick, manual or bust. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, torque in the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can't stick. Slapping the stick, manual or bust. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, torque in the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can't stick. They say it's old school, a dying old art.
heroes are born from the hand and the heart. You feel the connection, the soul in the ride. You're not just a passenger, you're right there inside. I've taught all my brothers, I'll teach my own son how to read every shutter, how to run what you brung. No fear of the stall, no shame in the grind. It's the learning that matters, the mastery you find. Chevelle, G and X, Boss, Mustang, they know the real ones are shifting in rain, sleet, or snow. So next time you wonder why the winners are slick, it ain't in the engine, it's slapping the stick. Last shift at the red, last push to the wall. The crowd stands screaming, I gave up my all. Win or lose, I'll down this hill. Slapping that stick, chasing the thrill. Slapping the stick, manual or bus. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, talking the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can stick. Slapping the stick, manual or bus. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, talking the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can stick. Breakdown erupts, drum stuttering, snap, bass and guitars mimic that gear shift. The slap chant rises up, crowd wild in the pit. Slap it, shift it, manual commit. Instrumental crash, entity thick. This is the anthem for slapping the stick. Slapping the stick, manual or bus. Grinding those gears, leaving automatics in dust. RPM screaming, talking the kick. Victory's waiting for the one who can stick. Drum stutter and snap, bass and guitars mimic the gear shift. The slap chant rises up, crowd wild in the pit. Slap it, shift it, manual commit. Slapping the stick. Slapping the stick. Slapping the stick.
Lights burning hot at the edge of the night. The world's eyes fixed on that narrow line of light. Rubber streaks and old ghosts, memories piled. Every dream, every legend forged in a quarter mile strip of fame. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile.
Measure it slow, just 20 feet. But every inch is a story, every mark is a beat. So many have stood at this tree in the dark. Nerves twisted tight, praying for a spark. Tears in the concrete, blood in the seams. Fathers and sons living out old dreams. Pink slips and pride, heartbreak and smiles. All rise and fall in that quarter of miles. The engine ticks down, my hands start to shake. One last deep breath, no room for a mistake. Every car I built, every hour I burned, led to this moment, every lesson I've learned. Rivals stare over, the crowd starts to roar. I grip the wheel tighter, hungry for more. For all that I am, for all I could be. The world disappears at the drop of the tree. Quarter mile strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile. Quarter mile strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile. Street lights blur as I launch off the line. Tires scream thunder, destiny's mine. The world goes quiet, heart pounds the clock. 1,000 horses unleashed in a shot. Time slows to nothing, just me in the lane. Rubber burning prayers, gasoline rain. Halfway down, rivals closing in fast. I slap that shift to make history last. Crowds on their feet, pit crew in tears. The past and the present collide in my ears. You can run for a lifetime, but the truth is revealed in the quarter mile's length, in the grip of the wheel. Every story of failure, every taste of regret burns away in the rub or replaced with respect. By the end of the track, by the end of the night, you find out who's real, you find out who's right. Quarter mile strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in the quarter mile. Quarter mile strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile. Now the race is over, the tail lights recede. Trophies are nothing, it's not just the speed. It's the journey you took, the courage you showed, the love for the battle, the honor bestowed. Old champions whisper from stains in the track. Don't let up now, there's no turning back. For some it's a loss, for some it's a win. But everyone leaves a piece of their skin. Tomorrow new races will take to the tree. Chasing the thunder, chasing the spree. But legends live on, written in steel. 1/4 mile at a time, that's the deal. So salute to the script, to the ghosts and the gold, to the fire of youth and the hearts growing old. To every dream chase, to every wild smile. It all comes down to that quarter mile. Quarter mile strip of fate. Every
every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile. Quarter mile, strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile.
Quarter mile. Quarter mile.
Now bell erupts, drums mimic engines, bass surges like launches, crowd in ascension, smooch like sirens, guitars like the scream. This is the anthem, this is the dream. Chant with the crowd, one race, one trial. Legend is born in the quarter mile.
Quarter mile. Quarter mile.
Quarter mile, strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile. Quarter mile, strip of fate. Every hope, every heartbreak at the starting gate. One shot, one glory for all of your style. History's written in that quarter mile.
Track cools to silence, sun fades from the sky. Legends drive home, but the memories never die. In the roar and the thunder, in the darkness and light, the soul of the racer lives on every night. Last echo, last tire, last look, last smile. Everything changes in the quarter mile.
Blue lights in the mirror, smoke in the air. Take a stack high, but I just don't care. Thrill in my blood, world blurs at the edge. I just can't quit, I was born on this ledge. I just can't quit, no matter the cost. Burning up rubber license, long lost. You can try to stop me, but I'm living to hit. Every curve, every risk, I just can't quit. Judge took my license, cop shook his head. Friends all whisper, you'll end up dead. But the fire's too deep, the calling's too loud. I live for the chaos, I drive for the crowd. I paid all the fines, burned through my cash. But give me a Chevelle and I'm gone in the flash. They can post up in corners, run plates all day, but I'll find a back road, I'll always find a way. Reckless, relentless, born for the thrill. I'll take that tight turn just for the chill. Fishtail through sunrise, sliding on fate. Drifting like smoke, moving too late. Tire street protest, adrenaline spikes. That's how you know you're alive when the world bites. I tried to be careful, tried to obey, but boredom is prison, I'd rather betray. I just can't quit, no matter the cost. Burning up rubber license, long lost. You can try to stop me, but I'm living to hit. Every curve, every risk, I just can't quit. I just can't quit, no matter the cost. Burning up rubber license, long lost. You can try to stop me, but I'm living to hit. Every curve, every risk, I just can't quit. Courtroom lectures, warning looks, my record's a novel, just read through the books. Insurance deny me, friends try to talk sense, but passion's a prison and reason. Defense is magic in midnight, music and fear. I'm hunting the rush, shifting each gear. Back alleys, highways, four-way intersections. Handbrake trips, mechanical perfections. I know the physics, the weight and the roll. The counter steer science that makes me feel whole. Every stop sign's a dare, every cop's just a test. Can you chase down a ghost, can you best the best? I'm a legend in their neighborhoods, a whispering courts, but my only true home is on back roads and sports. So let them all judge me, let them condemn. I'll be out on the blacktop chasing the wind. I just can't quit, no matter the cost. Burning up rubber license, long lost. You can try to stop me, but I'm living to hit. Every curve, every risk, I just can't quit. Rear views full of stories, streets full of marks. Paint's got the scars, my heart's got the sparks. I don't race for approval, don't drive for the cheers. I drive to be free, to laugh at my fears. When the city's asleep, I wake up the night, sliding through corners, igniting delight. Neighbors peek curtains, dialing 911. Wonder by the time they explain it, I'm already gone. Rubber scorched on pavement, exhausting the breeze. I drift through the chaos like wind through the trees. Chasing perfection, chasing that drift. Chasing the moment the world gives a lift. You can ticket my wallet, you can ground my ride, but my soul's in the throttle, I'll never hide. So light up the blacktop, burn through regret. I just can't quit, I'm not done yet. I just can't quit, no matter the cost. Burning up rubber license, long lost. You can try to stop me, but I'm living to hit. Every curve, every risk, I just can't quit. I just can't quit, no matter the cost. Burning up rubber license, long lost. You can try to stop me, but I'm living to hit. Every curve, every risk, I just can't quit. Breakdown erupts, drums crash like glass. Bass drops deep as a fishtail and pass. Mates scream like sirens, guitars rip and shred. Crowd chants the mantra, drive till you're dead. Tires spin wild, chaos takes flight. This is my anthem, this is my fight.
I just can't quit, no matter the cost. Burning up rubber license, long lost. You can try to stop me, but I'm living to hit. Every curve, every risk, I just can't quit. Midnight fades gently, engines last roar, but I'm dreaming of drifting, hungry for more. You can lock up my papers, ban me from the strip, but as long as there's blacktop, I just can't quit.
One last screech in the night, one last outlaw hit. I was born to keep driving.
I just can't quit. I just can't quit.
Fall so wanted light in the room. Memories drip through the haze and the gloom. I back from a distance, too late to be said. On the time that I traded for one more cigarette. One more cigarette costs more than you know. Minutes to ashes, years in the smoke. I'm sorry, my children, for what I didn't get. I give it all day for one last cigarette. Do it just little, think I made it quit. Hide in the car and stopping each lit. Tears in your eyes when you smelled it on me. You prayed for a father who'd always keep free, but the hatter was louder, the hunger was blind. I thought it was nothing, I ran out of time. Years slipped away and I prayed nigga can't climb. The ditches a lie and the silence is loud. You as we trophy, hiding my pain. Counting the years that I never regained. You breathe of old age, wretching is true. Me teaching you skills, only fathers knew. But my hand shook early, my lung gig out fast. And I'm sorry my children that I live in your plans. Now 100 garage, every street, every win. Wishing I listened, wishing I been a father who stayed for the future relapse. Not just a ghost and he spaded on cash. One more cigarette costs more than you know. Minutes to ashes, years in the smoke. I'm sorry my children for what I can give. I give it all back for one last cigarette. 2 packs, 3 packs, habit on loop. Tried to quake, couldn't crawl from the soup. Commercials, 8 Cowboys, Marlboro's bold. Getting care with the doctors, the store was told. I thought I was gone, thought I was strong. Did he see the poison was tracking me along? Now I see every minute I traded for smoke. Every story I missed, every promise I broke. You on your first race, look for me in the spans. But I was just whispers, gone from your plans. I missed your first ball, put your victory, your fears. Missed the chance to wipe away so many tears. Know that everyone out there lighting up tonight. Know the cost of the fire, know the loss in the light. For the keys in your life, for the love that remains. Put that in poison, break out of those chains. One more cigarette costs more than you know. Minutes to ashes, years in the smoke. I'm sorry my children for what I can't get. I give it all back for one less cigarette. If I could do it over, I throw them away. Trade every last break with just one more day. To watch you grow up, to ride at your side. To hand you my rich where the fathers cried. To now I'm a whisper, a shadow all stone. My regrets pile high in the wood I can't own. Still I watch you in spirit, I cheer when you win. I bang with the crowd of I might have been. So listen my child, those follow my lead. Don't light up your hope, just to bury your need. To the ones who still dance, choose your next breath. Break free of the coffin, escape from its death. Let your cigarette giants finally pack. Put a lie, dig your shannon with a souls led astray. You've got the strength I never could get lived off. For your church and lead a last cigarette. One more cigarette costs more than you know. Minutes to ashes, you in the smoke. I'm sorry my children for what I can't get. I give it all back for one last cigarette. Rash in the sun, ride on, have a spade. I love you forever, don't make my mistake. If you ever alone, if you ever forget, remember my lesson, don't light that cigarette. Light that cigarette. Last whisper, smug. Last message I send. Choose life for your children. Beat the cycle, amen.
Unbakes the junkyard when whispers regret. Rows of old iron
upset, but they're at the back. Past memories unseen. One broken body calls, envision the dream. Envision the dream. See gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, hope in the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. The dream. See gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, hope in the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. Boots crunch, gravel dust, stick in the air. Brothers on my shoulder, treasure hunt or stare. Picking through carcasses, chrome stripped and gone. Each one a story, each one holding on. We pass by the easy, we skip what is neat. I want the forgotten, the incomplete. Then there it is, half buried alone. A Chevelle with the history stripped to the bone. I brush off the grime, see lines in the steel. Close my eyes tight, imagine the feel. It's not what she is, it's what she can be. The vision ignites, only dreamers can see. Toe rope snaps tight, boys laughing in tow. Neighbors just shaking their heads as we go. But where they see trash, I see the divine. The phoenix and waiting an engine in time. Imagine a dream. See gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, open the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. The dream. See gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, open the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. Garage lights flicker, ambition takes hold. Knuckles split open, stories retold. Catalog parts, hunt for what fits. Piece after piece, refusing to quit. We weld and we grind, we polish and sand. Boys become brothers, wrench in each hand. Every late night, every spark in each scar is stitched in the soul of this once lost car. People come by, say you're wasting your time, but I see the future, not rust or grime. I see her painted, I see her restored. Crowds in the bleachers, engines adored. First turn of the key, prayer in my chest. Will she roll back to life? Will she give me your best? Then the cylinders fire, the garage comes alive. The dream, my vision, I'm ready to drive. The vision, see gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, hope in the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. The vision, see gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, hope in the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. First night on the strip, heads start to turn. Can't believe what they see, let their rolled outs burn. She launches with fury, paint catches the light. From scrap to a legend, queen of the night. I nod to my brothers, we share in the win. Knowing the victory started deep within. The frame that they mock, the body they left. Now eats up the quarter, leaves rivals bereft. There's power and vision in seeing the unseen, in chasing what's hopeless and living the dream. So here's to the builders, the ones who revive. The cause and the people, they help to survive. When others give up, just remember this theme. Legends are built by those who envision the dream. Dream, 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 dream. Envision the dream. See gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, hope in the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. In the dream. See gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, hope in the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream.
Inversion like hammers and shimmer bright. Bass rolls like thunder, guitars blaze with light. Shine by the strong, build it, prove it, live the extreme. We make the impossible real. Envision the dream, dream, dream.
Envision the dream. See gold in the rust where others see ruin. I see what I must. Frame in the weeds, hope in the gleam. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. The dream. I envision the dream. I envision the dream. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream. I build from the ashes. I envision the dream.
Garage, quiet at midnight. No tools put away, but the dream keeps on rolling. It leaves every day. Wherever there's hope, wherever you scheme, the road belongs to those who envision the dream.
Yeah. Well known in a race. Midnight oil burning, laughter in the air. Hands black with grease, stories everywhere. Race day on the horizon, pressure extreme. Every win, every legend, it's all in the team.
All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team. All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team.
Long hours
hours in the garage, tools scattered and worn. Jokes fly through the silence till the crack of the dawn. We patch up the Chevelle, G and Nix in the sling. If a part falls apart, the whole crew springs. No pay for the hustle, just love for the game. Trading time for glory, for pride, not for fame. You can't see the blisters, you can't feel the cold, but every late night wrench is a story retold. When motors blow sky high and hope face the black, they rip out the carnage, put everything back. No panic, no finger point, just wet and resolve. The toughest of problems together we solve. From first listener to last, from built to the strip, it's the team in the shadows that makes legends rip. So when I cross the finish, check a flag in the gleam, I know I didn't do it alone. It's all in the team.
All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team. All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team.
Watch them in the pit, every second on fire. Tires swapped in the blur, fueling never ties. Torches flare up, ratchet sing in the night. Every movement rehearsed, every fix tight. We don't just race cars, we race for each soul. Every hand, every heart, every piece makes us whole. No lone wolf glory, no ego unchecked. The crew is the fortress, the brains in the neck.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we fall, but when we break down, we rise up tall. They find me my courage when I run out of steam. A handshake, a look, a brotherhood supreme. When the world doubts us, when the rivals get mean, we prove it together. It's all in the team. 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 Brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team. All in the team. Brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team. After the race, when the crowds have all gone, we sit on tailgates, swap stories till dawn. Laugh at disasters, relive every feat. Share what went wrong, toast what went sweet. No camera catches the grit and the grace. The heart of the team that powers the race. Years from now when we're rolling apart, I remember these brothers tattooed on my heart. It's not just the trophies, not just the fame. It's the sweat, the devotion, the echo of names. I do it again, every scar, every scheme. Because life at its best when it's all in the team. All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team. All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team.
Like God explodes, drums like wrenches fall, bass drops deep, voices rise, one and all. Chant for the crew, hold it, fix it like that steam. Instrumentals wild, this anthem's for the team.
All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team. All in the team, brothers on the line, hands on the engine, hearts intertwined from the pit to the podium. It's more than a dream. Victory's nothing unless it's all in the team. Last laugh in the pit, last wrench set aside. We built more than a racer, we built up our pride. So raise one together for all that we've seen, forever and always. It's all in the team.
Out on the line, friends all around. Somebody shouts the whole truth of this town. You need brakes, they just slow you down. Engines roar louder, no stopping now. Brakes on it, slow me down. Let it roll, let it fly. Full throttle living, chasing the sky. Parachute in the truck, still jukes all around. Who the heat needs brakes only slow you down. 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 Midnight at the top, you're down that hill. Night at the battle, chasing the thrill. You the plans at the shop and get the calipers too. Whoever said slow, never roll with this crew. We groomed for the power, we live for the speed. Wakes up for doubters, got what we need. But deep in the pit, behind all the last, the real ones know it's rap and it's trap. Cause a body can't fly, but it's gotta land right. Or the walls coming fast at the end of the night. We go with a whip, we live for the race. But only a fool won't respect, stop his base. Chevelle need the suit, TNX crash the ground. Stop on it down, we're spitting all around. But let's get pretending as we gather the crowd. Who need brakes? Brakes only slow. Brakes only slow you down. Let it roll, let it fly. Break for bottle living, chasing the sky. Parachute in the truck, still jucks all around. Need brakes only slow you down. Brakes only slow with a grin. Wheel starts spinning, let the madness begin. Quarters like fate, Apex is tight. Grip is supreme as we dive through the night. Friends on the sidelines, betting who spin. Every coast call, every wild rappers win. The greatest gon' fast, just the smart will survive. Knowing when to let go, when they keeping alive. I take those hot flies, they never slow down. Till I hear my Lego Wallman's a name in this town. You laugh and you jest, but deep down you learn. A good set of breaks, lets the legends return. We ride on the edge, we live for the sound. But sometimes the bravest know when to slow down. Just don't let them hear it, keep it under the ground. Brakes only so.
Brakes on it so you're down. Let it roll, let it fly. For a grotto living, chasing the sky. Parachute in the trunk, feel jokes all around.
Need brakes only so you down.
Down the drag strip, a quarter-mile bag. Tires are melting, rivals eat ass. Shift into red line, lift the speed build. Rates are just daggers, we victory's veiled. We'll fill this damn blur in the world we appears. Best be prepared, it's begged by your fears. I broke a few rollers, welted some minds. Laugh at the ranger, too many guys. But every survivor, every season, Jack knows that stopping is hard. Not just a sin, for me it's to the base and some joke on the line. About living with no brakes and running out of time. Making pedals stay firm and your parachute tight. But keep the dope putting deep into the night. Race on it so you're down. Let it roll, let it fly. Four throttle living, chasing the sky. Parachute in the jock, skill jokes all around.
Need brakes only so you down.
I'll explode, strengths like a style. Sense out of reach, chant from the crowd. Ass up wild, well, no slowing down. Deep in the groove, keep your foot on the ground. Pick your foot on the ground. Hold it and sound.
Need brakes only so you down.
Brakes on it so you're down. Let it roll, let it fly. Four throttle living, chasing the sky. Parachute in the jock, still jokes on the round.
Need brakes only so you down.
Like disappearing, laugh on my lips. But I check the battle before every trip. Man, you ride off a rocket and always can't sound. Remember the jump off, respect, stop it down. Last laugh on the strip, last call in the town.
Need brakes only so you down.
Dawn breaks in the garage, old iron and grease. Fuel stains and engine oil, perfume of peace. Some say it's pollution, just trouble and lack. But we know the truth in the smell of the track. The smell of the track, rubber and dreams. High octane gasoline, carbons and steam. History and vapors, victory in the air. If you know, then you know. Ain't nothing compared.
First step in the garage, cold morning's breath. Chrome that reminds us of power and death. My hands in the toolkit, lungs filled with pride. The sin of ambition, no way to hide. Old seats and leather, dust in the seams. Ghosts of my father, the residue of dreams. Kids a break cleaner, burn fuel for king. Rusted out wrenches, memory clean. Neighbors complain, world tries to erase the musk of combustion. The thrill of the chase, but that's the aroma that wakes up my soul. The power, the promise, the spirit made whole. I walk through the fumes, the lifeblood of Lord. The sin of the legends that came long before.
The smell of the track, rubber and dreams. High octane gasoline, carbons and steam. History and vapors, victory in the air. If you know, then you know. Ain't nothing compared.
Roll up to the gate, gal guaranteed. The smell hit you first, ignites the fight. Race gas and nitro, Chevelle and GNX. Tires melting, victory, burn and regret. Mothers wrinkle noses, kids wrinkle their eyes, but real ones just grin at the sweet sacred it lies. Starter calls out, engines all well, exhaust in the lungs, wild horses unveiled. Fuel on my fingers, grit in my hair, every molecule screaming. There's magic in air when that green light drops and I punch the floor. The world disappears in an aromatic roar. Win or lose, joy or despair, all that matters is the smell in the air.
The smell of the track, rubber and dreams. High octane gasoline, carbons and steam. History and vapors, victory in the air. If you know, then you know. Ain't nothing compares.
Late night silence, last race of the day. Exhaust haze lingering where champions lay. Walk down the strip, my boots in the dust. Breathe in the legacy, live in the trust. Every heartbreak, every Every first place run is bottled and stored in the air that we've spun. I know it's not green, not PC, not new, but this is tradition. This is what's true. You can have your EVs, your whispering cars. I'll take the glory that lives in the scars. Take the stench of the burn, the oil, the grime, because that's the smell of winning in time. One last inhale before turning the key. That's the smell of the track. That's heaven to me. The smell of the track, bourbon and dreams, high octane gasoline, carbons and steam, history and vapors, victory in the air. If you know, then you know, ain't nothing compared. Breakdown surges, guitars like wrenches, bass drums and motor synths burn the trenches. Chant from the crowd, inhale, remember this is our land. Every sin a story, every victory planned to plan a while. Power and sound, all of our history, right here on the ground. The smell of the track, rubber and dreams, high octane gasoline, carbons and steam, history and vapors, victory in the air. If you know, then you know, ain't nothing compared. Night is down, engines go dark, but the scent lingers long. A fire, a spark. May the world change around us, may the critics attack, but I'll always come home to the smell of the track. One last breath, one last silent vow, for the love, for the legend, for the smell here and now.
Grease-stained hands, laughter in the night. Stories echo through the pale garage light. Knuckles busted, hearts wild and true. This one's for the boys, the brothers I knew. The boys side by side, through trouble and joy. Knuckle deep in ninjas, grit never coy. Blood or not families, what you're building deploy. Raise one up high, this one's for the boys. Side by side, through trouble and joy. Knuckle deep in ninjas, grit never coy. Blood or not families, what you're building deploy. Raise one up high, this one's for the met them by chance or maybe by fate. On back roads and black tops way past late. We learn by the fire, by the light of old cars. Drinking cheap beer and counting our scars. No matter the weather, no matter the load, we'd show up together wherever we rode. Some nights went sideways, some victory sweet, but we always stood strong, no chance of defeat. Shared all our secrets, traded our skills, fixed what was broken with sweat and goodwill. We fought, we forgave, we laughed through the pain. We learned how to drive through heartbreak and rain. We taught each other patience, taught each other fight, taught each other living in the long lonely nights. So here's to the moments, the mess, the old toys. Here's to the legends I'll never forget. The boys side by side through trouble and joy. Knuckle deep in ninjas, grit never coy. Blood or not families, what you building deploy. Raise one up high, this one's for the boys. Grease on our fingers that never quite fade. Stories from drag strips and old ranch parades. We'd ride in the pickup house, 6 in the cab. Every last dollar and dream that we had. It wasn't about winning, though we wanted it bad. It was riding together, good times and sad. We cheered each other's victories, mourned every loss. Swore on the blacktop to carry the cross. Late nights at the diner, sharing old jokes, fixing what broke with some duct tape and hope. You don't find these friendships in the daylight of school. You build them in garages where stubborn is cool, where trust is a given and pride is the prize. Where your boys are the truth and the world's full of lies. We learn from each other, we grew up too fast, but the lessons you teach with your hands always last. The boys side by side through trouble and joy. Knuckle deep in ninjas, grit never coy. Blood or not families, what you build and deploy. Raise one up high, this one's for the boys. Side by side through trouble and joy. Knuckle deep in ninjas, grit never coy. Blood or not families, what you build and deploy. Raise one up high, this one's for some drifted away, some I see every week. Some still chasing the dream, others mild, others meek. But when I hear engines or see a scarred hand, I know I'm still part of this wild sacred band. We'll meet at the races, at weddings, at wakes. Laugh at old stories, forgive all mistakes. Raise a glass to the ones who ain't with us no more. Drive a few miles for the memories we store. Because the older you get, the clearer you see. It's not about trophies, it's not about speed. It's the men who are with you, the ones who not leave, the ones who fight for you, the ones who believe. I hold them, I live in my laughter, my poise. Forever and always I ride with the boys. Forever and always I ride with the boys. Forever and always I ride with the boys. The boys side by side through trouble and joy. Knuckle deep in ninjas, grit never coy. Blood or not families,
building deploy. Raise one up high, this world explode. Drums like handshakes, bass rumbles deep, every friendship awakes. Chant for the crew, stand up, roll out, make some noise. Let the world know we ride with the boys. Side by side through trouble and joy. Knuckle deep in engines, grit never coy. Blood or not, families what you build and deploy. Raise one up high, this was for the boys. Night falls on the garage, lights flicker and fade, but the stories, the brothers, the legends we made will echo forever in laughter and noise. My family, my ride or die. Forever the boys. Forever the boys.
Moon hanging low, street silent and black. No cops in the rear view, no fear at my back. Engine whispers power, pulse starts to flutter. Tonight's for the thrill, tonight's for burning rubber. Burning rubber, smoke in the sky, talk in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Burn rubber. Pull to the shoulder, headlights off. Roll down the window, breathe in that exhaust. Left foot on the clutch, right ready to roar. RPMs climbing, begging for more. I grip the shifter, nod to the night. Feel the whole city holding this breath tight. No traffic, no rules, just me in the street. Chevelle GNX, muscle under the seat. I dump the clutch, hard tires screaming whine. World goes sideways, I lose track of time. Rubber shreds quickly, smoke pulls and sheets. Tarmac disappears under reckless repeats. I know it's expensive, I know what they cost, but in this moment of fury, all reason is lost. Fist pound the dash, left it explodes. Burning rubber is freedom, the only code. And rubber, smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. And rubber, smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Paint curls on the quarter, tide treads ablaze. Neighbors peek out, faces lost in the haze. Some call it madness, some call it crime, but real ones call it a ritual, a prayer, a sign. I light up the block, leave my mark on the tar. Smoke rolling thick, can't see where you are. Back in the day, it meant you were king. Now it's still proof you'll do anything. No badge can catch me, no guy can shame. When the world's gonna sleep, I light up my name. Fingers tap rhythm on the wheel in delight. I burn through regret in the shadows of night. Brothers all laughing, chasing the fun. Knowing tomorrow these tigers are done, but you only live once, you only go hard. I'd rather burn rubber than play any card. Burning rubber, smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Down to the chords, last thread in the tie. Engine still hungry, begging for fire. I see the white smoke, hear the wild cheer. That's the anthem of misfits, a song of the year. Can't afford new shoes, but I live for the smell of victory. Power of stories to tell. Some people count pennies, some people count costs, but I count the moments I break from the lost. One burn of a heartbreak, one for my crew, one for the legends, one just for you. Burn through the midnight, burn through the doubt, burn rubber, burn fear, burn the whole world out. So when you see my tracks, know this is the deal. Life's for the living, leave rubber on steel. Burning rubber, smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Burning rubber, smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber.
Breakdown erupts, drum stutter and spin. Bass drops heavy, wild as sin. Guitars wail like tigers in pain. Speed smoke the air, let loose the chain. Chant rises up, smoke it, burn it, live for the night. Mental fire, pure pedal, pure fight.
Burning rubber, smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Smoke in the sky, torque in my hands, adrenaline high. Pedal to the metal, let the chaos uncover. Victory's born in the art of burning rubber. Dawn finds the street coated in black.
Tires are gone, but I ain't looking back. Ride home on thread, memory in color. I live for the moment. Tonight I burn rubber. Last smoke drifting, last laugh, last run. If you know, then you know. Burning rubber is fun. Burning rubber is fun.
Dollars and smoke, parts on the wire. Brother Mills Creek still sparks the fire. A prayer on my lips, adrenaline thick. Tonight's for the brave, for the fire in the cockpit. Fire in the cockpit. Danger and dread, racing with ghosts, praying for the dead. Every round, every measure, every second we fight to walk out alive in the dark of the night.
It starts with a roar, thunder is mean, but that can go sideways or slip in between. Down the straightaway, the pedal drop slow, but the world turns to chaos, one flicker, one blow. Rivals and friends both gasp in the stand. The spit slick as silence when nobody stands. The flames shoot higher, cockpit a cage. The engine's a monster unleashed in this rage. You see through the window, come in a blaze. A man you was battle now caught in a haze. 15 I can stretch on like the year. Every breath held hostage by adrenaline, by fear. You pray, you shout, you curse every god. Throw the life in the fire for the fake that feels died. But the hatch burns open, he scovers the light. Suit still on fire, but he's winning this fight.
Fire in the cockpit, danger and dread. Raising with those praying for the dead. Every round, every measure, every sector we fight to walk out alive in the dark of the night. Fire in the cockpit, danger and dread. Raising with those praying for the dead. Every round, every measure, every sector we fight to walk out alive in the dark of the night.
We learn in the garage, some safety is melee. Better weld isn't perfect unless that's a been paid. We triple check bolts, we armor the frame. No an inch line could carry your name. Fire suits, 4 cages, blood spits with care. Every rule in the book, every caution we share. We jump about danger, we laugh at the edge. But each time we buckle, we order the plans to come home to our cares to outlive the flame. The day every brother who signed and remain. I see men step out when the odds were all wrong. Star for the rope and still standing strong. We lift them in silence with trembling hands. Heroes who fell but survived in the stairs. For every crack survived, but they lost we regret. We race for the living but never forget.
In the top lit, danger and dread. Racing with those praying for the dead. Every world, every measure, every second we fight to walk out alive in the dark of the night. In the top lit, danger and dread. Racing with those praying for the dead. Every world, every measure, every second we fight to walk out alive in the dark of the night.
Not every story ends with applause and relief. Some names are whispered in silence and grief. We gather in darkness, helmets in hand, honoring the brothers who couldn't withstand. Get each time I suit up, I whisper the names. Trust in the safety, respect for the flames. We keep building better, learning each time. Turn pain into progress, tragedy to rhyme. It's the road case of hell, this who can withstood. The knowledge that danger still walks in these woods. But as long as we race, as long as we strive, we fight for the ones who get it to rhyme. So here's to the world, there's the tools in the fight. To coming home safe, to survive in the night.
In the cockpit, danger and dread. Racing with those praying for the dead. You will every measure, every second we fight to walk out alive in the dark in the night.
Blades on blazes, jaws rhythmic alarm. Bass was heavy, like Derek in the arm. Guitar street like Cyrus is different spawn. Share for the party, next the dog. It's the dog, 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 it's the dog. Bass going blazes, they call like the air, like the air, like the air. Profile of silence, just stories, so we said, we said it.
Fire in the cockpit, danger and dread. Racing with those praying for the dead. Every world, every measure, every sector we fight to walk out alive in the dark in the night.
Night goes the emerald scrap, silent in space. Thank God for the safety, for the lessons it make. Raise up your glasses, that memory ignite. For those who survive.
Fire in the cockpit.
Let's glow in the night. Let's tremble the fear. All the ones who are gone, for the ones still here.
Y'all didn't know me. Yeah, you know what it is. Fully Willie, fully Willie, fully Willie. Sunset on the back. hood beats, BMX in the alley, king of the streets. From 2 wheels to 4, the legend expands. Now I'm pulling wheelies in ways you can't understand. Pulling wheelies, front wheels in flight, lifting legends. Engines ignite from bikes to the drag strip. You know how I feel. Victory's wild when you riding on wheels. Back in the day with the boys in the back, we rode BMX wheelies all down the track. You're the kings of the sidewalk. Rules is for pride. Laugh at the right, box got up, let it slide. The world was the link of one wheel in the sky. The balance, the thrill, no reason to try, except proving you could, making you claim being the wildest, the first in the game. Fast forward the years, that fire still burns. Only now it's with engines and rubber that churns. I built couple monsters, steel soul, iron wheel in the front, wheels lit when I flex for the kill. Crowds on their feet, rivals hold breath. One moment the dory, the asses with that. It's whiskey, it's rowdy, but it's one hell of a seed. Running willies for the love, for the trial in me. Fully really, front wheels and flight, torque, lifting legends. Engines ignite from bikes to the drag strip. You know how it feels. Victory's wild when you're riding no wheels. Time in heaven, I almost lost hold. Severe up on 2, feeling so bold. Willie all slamming, crowd screaming loud. Even the old heads impressed by the crowd. It's not for the race, not the fastest way through, but it's a flex, it's a brag, it's a show-off move. All that horsepower, torque, unleashed, rubber screaming prayer. Limits are breached, the front end hovers, the world tilts its fins. You pray the wheels calm down, that you still get the wind. But sometimes you leg crooked, sometimes it's wild. Sometimes you remember the feel as young child. Burning out and billies, with smoke in the sun. Win, lose or draw, it's all for the fun. Every champion story, every race is a field. Includes that one moment when you're up on 2 wheels. Pulling wheelies, foot wheels in flight, torque, lifting legends. Engines ignite from bikes to the drag strip. You know how it feels. Victory's wild when you're riding on wheels. Wheelie bars bent, axles try for release. Every launch a gamble, every race a feast. It's not just a card, not just the noise. It's carrying no studs, some black wheel weaver boys. Sometimes the power gets too wild to tame. You slam back to earth once you finish the game. Brother still burn, crowd loving the show. It ain't always pretty, but that's how legends grow. There's glory in flying, even just for sex. Both wheels in the air, future on your neck. So here's to the drivers and here's to the gears who live for that moment where gravity gives. We build for the power, for the madness to feel, for the stories we'll tell. A bullet nose real. Front wheels in flight, torque, lift the legends. Engines ignite from bikes to the drag strip. You know how it feels. Victory's wild when you're riding on wheels. 90 stars on the track, memory reels. My heart still up. I was born for pulling wheels. Last smoke, last chill, last gecko that feels. Like that is best. When you're pulling wheelies, last smoke, last chill, last gecko that feels. Like that is best. When you're pulling wheelies, last smoke, last smoke, last smoke, last smoke, last smoke, when you're pulling wheelies.
Imports line up under neon and moon. Small engines purring, about to change tune. Lightweight and wild, turbos ready to slip. Hit that switch, breathe deep. Time to let it rip. Let it rip. Spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip released. Not the loudest, the biggest.
biggest non-muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it rip. Spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip release. Not the loudest, the biggest non-muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it. You see him roll up, tiny engines and rolls, Civic and Super RX-7 glows. Not much on the surface, unassuming as hell, but you know what's inside by the grin they sell. Hoods pop open, wires and pipes, turbos and bottles, all custom types. No big block bravado, no classic car pride, but everything matters from weight to the ride. They tune for the drift, make mistakes by design, one corner away from disaster divine. But when that spray hits and the boost comes in, all bets are off. Let the madness begin. You blink and you miss them, gone in the night. Nitrous and turbo, imported delight. They may not look pretty, may not roar equipped, but nothing compares to the moment they rip. Like spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip released. Not the loudest, the biggest, not muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it. Spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip released. Not the loudest, the biggest, not muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it rip. On the line, some scarve, old school and proud. Can't beat a Chevelle, they shot in the crowd, but the tuner just smiles, lines up for the launch. Footwork precise, confidence staunch. Nitrous bottle hisses, turbo spools tight. Adrenaline dances in digital light. Lightweight, off balance, custom suspension. Everything wrong by tradition's convention, but that's the magic, the calculated risk. Doing the math with a wrench and a wish. First gear's nothing, second still slow, but when nitrous ignites, they steal the whole show. They fly past the muscle, dust in the slip. Victory delivered in one brutal rip. Respect to the tuners, the outlaws, the slide. They built something wild and they let it fly like spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip release. Not the loudest, the biggest, not muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it rip. Spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip release. Not the loudest, the biggest, not muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it rip. Every car's got a secret, a heart in disguise. Don't judge on the surface, learn to be wise. Imports and muscle, rivals on tracks, but both know the joy of the win at their backs. Let the purists keep grumbling, let critics debate. What matters is speed, the hunger to create. You built it your way, you tuned it to win. Broke all the rules, then did it again. When the bottle runs empty, when the boost fades away, you'll remember the thrill, you'll chase it each day. Not every run's perfect, not every start clean, but the rush of that spray feels pure gasoline. So hats off to the builders, the reckless, the quick. You showed the whole world how to let it rip. Let it rip. Spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip release. Not the loudest, the biggest, not muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it rip. Spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip release. Not the loudest, the biggest, not muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it rip. Breakdown ignites, drums hiss like gas. Meets like pressure, building up fast. Bass drops heavy, turbo winds up. Chant from the crowd, rip it, hit it, never give up. Give up, give up. Instrumental wild. Drift through the night. Spray that nitrous, let the imports take flight. Spray that nitrous, unleash the beast. Turbo spooling, grip release. Not the loudest, the biggest, not muscle or lip, but watch what happens when you let it rip. Headlights recede, taillights flip. All that remains is the thrill when you let it rip.
Last hiss, last pass, last secret to slip. Dreams built for speed. Let it rip.
Alarm rings before dawn. Coffee on the stove, work boots by the door. Grease stains on the low. Another day, another round. No applause, no spin. But every sunrise is proof that Buzzy wins. Buzzy wins. When you get up and go, work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day Buzzy wins. Watching from the drive, winds deep in the grime. A master mechanic, never late every time. Didn't say much, but you learn by his ways. Honors in the doing, not in the praise. Lunchbox in hand, eyes tie of a kind. He fixed anyone's engine, never left one behind. He built up the future with wrenching with word, but the truest lessons were never heard. You saw what it meant to show up every day, to take care of family, to earn your own way. Neighbors look sideways, saw only the dirt, but you saw a giant, a king in a shirt. Now every boat you tighten, every mile you drive, you're running this race, keeping them alive. Buzzy wins when you get up and go. Work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day. Buzzy wins, Buzzy Buzzy wins when you get up and go. Work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day Buzzy wins. Buzzy's in your knuckles and the scars on your hands. He's the grit in your voice, the line in your plans. He taught you to stand up, to lend out your back, to give what you have, never feel what you lack. It's the small victories, the job's done right, the sleepless long evenings, the stubborn no fights. You learn to forgive, you learn to persist. You learn there's no glory in what others miss. You keep his old tools in a box by your bed. The legacy's heavy but you carry it instead. Now you dream of the shop you were both gonna run, a place built for legends, for fathers and sons. Each spark from the well to reach car that you're in. Buzzy's in the story, beginning to end. So keep up the grind, keep turning the gears. You winning for Buzzy through all of these years. Buzzy wins when you get up and go. Work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day Buzzy wins. Buzzy wins when you get up and go. Work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day Buzzy wins. Someday you'll hang the sign, shop doors open wide. Picture a Buzzy with pride by your side. You'll welcome the misfits, the boys and the friends. Teach them the lessons, the means and the ends. You'll give out the jobs, you'll give second chance. You'll pay it all forward, pass on the dance. You'll remember his laughter, his gruff steady hand. The man who built you, the man who would stand. It's not just a race, it's not money or fame. It's honoring your father by living his name. Every time you don't quit, every promise you keep. Buzzy's winning with you down every street. So win for the living, win for the gone. Win for the fathers whose legends live on. Buzzy wins when you get up and go. Work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day Buzzy wins. Buzzy wins when you get up and go. Work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day Buzzy wins. Days end in the shop, who's by the door. You look to the sky, know he's in for more. You carry his story, his grit and his grin. As long as you're trying, Buzzy will win. Buzzy will win. Buzzy will win. Last line, last prayer, last oil stain him. We live for the legend, that's how Buzzy wins. Buzzy wins when you get up and go. Work through the rain, push through the snow. It's not just the trophies, not just the spins. Every honest day's labor is a day Buzzy wins. Buzzy wins. Days end in the shop, boots by the door. You look to the sky, know he's cheering for more. You carry his story, his grit and his grin. As long as you're trying, Buzzy will win. Last light, last prayer, last oil stained hymn. We live for the legend, that's how Buzzy wins. Buzzy wins.
Old sign on the corner, windows smudged with grime. Shop light flickers, open every time. Buzzy and Sons carved in faded blue. A dream for a father, a promise come true. Buzzy and Sons, family and steel, turning wrenches for love, not just a deal. From father to children, from old hands to young, building a legacy. Buzzy and Sons. He dreamed of a shop with his name on the door. Kids running wild on the oil-stained floor. Taught us to trade by the glow of the lamp. Hands rough and steady, the air thick and damp. Customers were wondering, stories in tow. Bring the tide Chevelles, the Fords full of woe. Buzzy would listen, he could hear through the noise. Knew every sound, every break, every ploy. He'd look at the motor, a twinkle in his eye. Leave it with us, we'll make it fly. It wasn't about money, wasn't chasing the fame. Just wanted his sons to be proud of his name. Late nights together, fixing what's broke. Breathing in history, grease and hope. Hope, 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 hope. Buzzy and Sons, family and steel, turning wrenches for love, not just a deal. From father to children, from old hands to young, building a legacy. Buzzy and Sons. We stay up past midnight, elbows deep in the gears. He teach us the secrets learned over the years. Showed us the beauty in helping a friend. Taught us the worth of a hand you can lend. Some folks had money, some barely scraped by, but Buzzy would fix it, no questions of why. He charged what he could, but he give most away. Knew a man's pride meant more than a day's pay. We watched him take losses so others could win. Saw his joy in the giving, the love deep within. Business is business, some people would sneer, but Buzzy would smile, my family is here. He built something lasting far more than a trade. He built up his sons by the choices he made. Family and steel, turning wrenches for love, not just a deal. From father to children, grandkids will take up the call. Learn from the legend, stand proud, stand tall. They feel the floorboard, smell oil in the air. Know that their family is always right there. It's more than a shop, more than bolts in the ground. It's laughter, encourages patience in time. We'll tell all the stories of Buzzy's great heart. Of the night we stayed late, every fresh start. And maybe the world won't remember his name, but every soul he helped won't forget why they came. So here's to the future, the sons and the kin, to the dream that keeps rolling and always
Seeking
ends.
sons, family and steel, turning wrenches for love, not just a deal. From father to children, from old hands to young, building a legacy. Buzzy and Sons, Buzzy and Sons.
Drums like hammers, bass low and true. Guitars hum, memories hints lift the crew. Cheer for the shop, family loyalty, never outdone. Raise up the anthem.
Buzzy and Sons, Buzzy and Sons, Buzzy and Sons, Buzzy and Sons. Family and steel, turning wrenches for love, not just a deal. From father to children, from old hands to young, building a legacy. Buzzy and Sons.
Lights dim on the corner, old sign glowing bright. We lock up together, one last look at the night. For the dream and the legend, for all that we've done, we'll keep it alive.
Buzzy and Sons. Buzzy and Sons.
Not by blood, not by chance, but by choice you arrived. The quiet heroes entranced the day you changed my life. I didn't know what I lacked or what love could mean, but you showed up day after day, patient and unseen. You're the father I needed, steady, strong and true. Picked up the pieces, made my world new. For every lesson, every laugh, every moment I believe. Thank you for being the father I needed. I was just a kid, lost in the noise, missing the comfort that most take as toys. You crawled on the floor, resting our fears, turned broken beginnings into beautiful years. Taught me to throw, taught me to mend, taught me your father is more than just a friend. You chased away darkness with a smile and a hug. Show me our love could be honest and tough. You were there for the bruises, for the bad days at school, for the heartbreak, the questions feeling uncool. I learned what a man is by watching you stand, by loving our mother, by lending a hand. I don't know where I'd be or what I'd have done without your example, your courage, your fun. You're the father I needed, steady, strong and true. Picked up the pieces, made my world new. For every lesson, every laugh, every moment I believe. Thank you for being the father I needed. Another man's loss, but my greatest gain. You filled up the silence, you weathered the pain. Never once wavered, never once left. Showed up for recitals, for baseball, for tests. Held me accountable, never let me slip. Showed me the value of grit and of grit. You gave me your weekends, your patience, your pride. Taught me to stand up till you swallow my pride. Others may judge by the color of skin or the family name that you carry within. But family is built, not simply bestowed. It's the love that you offer, the seeds that you sow. Now I'm a man, and I hope you can see all that I am, you awakened in me. You're the father I needed, steady, strong and true. Picked up the pieces, made my world new. For every lesson, every laugh, every moment I believe. Thank you for being the father I needed. If I have a son, I hope I can be half the father you were. So generous and free, I'll teach him to love, I'll teach him to trust, to show up for others, to give more than just. The world is uncertain, life can be hard, but your wisdom and kindness I hold like a card. When I think of my blessings, when I count what is true, I thank God for you, for all that you do. So here's to your patience, your laughter, your light, for making my family, for making things right. If love could repay you, if words could explain, I'd write it 1,000 times again and again. You're the father I needed, steady, strong and true. Picked up the pieces, made my world new. For every lesson, every laugh, every moment I believe. Thank you for being the father I needed. You're the father I need. Drums like heartbeats, guitars like a prayer, bass steady and certain, hope in the air. Cheer for the heroes who love without need, for the fathers who show up for every good deed.
You're the father I needed, steady, strong and true. Picked up the pieces, made my world new. For every lesson, every laugh, every moment I believe. Thank you for being the father I needed. Life fade to silence, but your love will recede. You gave what I lacked, you planted the seed. Wherever I wander, wherever I lead, you'll always be the father I needed. One last thank you, one last embrace. Forever your child, forever your place. Soft morning light, photos on the shelf, echoes in the hallway, all by myself. If heaven could hear me, I beg for no gimme. Just let me hold you, just one more minute, just one more minute. One look, one touch, one chance to say I love you so much. All that I am, all that I'll be in it. Dad, let me have just one more minute. Never was good with the words, never said much, but I knew your heart by the callous old touch. You talk with your eyes, with a nod or a frown, with laughter and lessons when life knocked me down. You were there for the rides, there for the falls. The first bike you caught me, the scraped up knees, all taught me to drive, to fight, to believe. Told me that real men stand firm and don't leave. Now years have gone by and I still hear your voice, whispering wisdom that made me rejoice. If I could just see you just once more today, I'd say all the things that I let slip away. How proud I am, how thankful, how true, how every good thing in me came straight from you. Just one more minute, one look, one touch, one chance to say I love you so much. All that I am, all that I'll be in it. Dad, let me have just one more minute. Sometimes I see you just out of sight, a shadow in sunlight, a dream in the night. I feel you beside me in tough, hopeless times, guiding my choices, my faults and my climbs. I wish I had told you before you were gone how deeply I love you, how you made me strong. But fathers and sons, we don't always speak. We live in the silence, this moment's unique. But I saw the pride in your glimmering eyes. I felt your approval, your tears, your goodbyes. There's so much I tell you if heaven allowed. I thank you for loving me, stubborn and proud. I'd ask for your blessing, your patience, your grin. I'd ask for forgiveness for every old sin. Just one more minute, one look, one touch, one chance to say I love you so much. All that I am, all that I'll be in it. Dad, let me have just one more minute. I stand in the driveway, it's greasy and worn, hoping you see how your lessons were sworn. I love my own children the way you taught me, with patience and laughter, with strength and with glee. If you're watching from somewhere above or below, know that I honor you more than I show. You taught me to love, you taught me to strive, you gave me the courage to keep hope alive. So here's to the fathers who shaped who we are, to the ones who departed but never went far. I'll carry you forward, your name and your song, your memory with me forever, lifelong. So if heaven is listening, if wishes come true, just give me 1 minute to say I love you. One more minute, one look, one touch, one chance to say I love you so much. All that I am, all that I'll be in it. Dad, let me have just one more minute. Breakdown aches, soft keys, heartbeat drums, strings swell with longing. Hope slowly hums, chant in the silence. 1 minute, one glance, one more I love you, one more chant. Just one more minute, one look, one touch, one chance to say I love you so much. All that I am, all that I'll be in it. Dad, let me have just one more minute. Night falls like memory, stars overhead. I whisper my thanks for the life that I've led. You're always beside me in every life minute, but I give all the world
for just one more minute.
Just one more minute.
Last breath, last tear, last wish to the sky. Thank you, Dad. No goodbye.
Phone rings early, world stands still. Sudden silence, a wave I can't will. News hits hard, all comfort denies. There's a storm in my chest, and tears in my eyes, tears in my eyes. No shame in the rain. Strong men remember, strong men feel pain. You taught me to rise, to work and be wise, but today I honor you with tears in my eyes. I laced up my boots like you taught me to do. Held my head high and pushed right through. You always said, son, be tough, never fold. Don't let the world see your weakness, be bold. So I swallowed the grief, I bottled the ache. Took care of the family for everyone's sake. I shook every hand, I stood tall at the wake. Promised myself I would not break, but inside I was screaming, lost in the dark. Longing for guidance, for your words, for your spark. The world keeps on turning, the job must be done. So I buried my sorrow and carried it on. Still every memory, each lesson, each mile came flooding back, heavy but never in style. I will your courage, your grit, your pride, but sometimes I stumble with tears in my eyes, tears in my eyes. No shame in the rain. Strong men remember, strong men feel pain. You taught me to rise, to work and be wise, but today I honor you with tears. One day I sat down, just me in the night. No max, no armor, no need to fight. Pictures and laugh, those stories return. Every good memory, every slow burn. I let myself feel it, the joy and the grief, the pride and the loss, the hope and belief. I remembered your jokes, your voice in my head, all the times you forgave, all the words that unsaid. I looked at my children and saw you and me, the way I protect them, the way I let them be free. I understood then that a men truly grow when they let their hearts open, when they let sorrow show. I wiped my face clean, didn't care who could see, because born is no weakness, is love set him free. Free, 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 free. With tears in my eyes, tears in my eyes. No shame in the rain. Strong men remember, strong men feel pain. You taught me to rise, to work and be wise, but today I honor you with tears in my eyes. My son came beside me, small hand in mine, asked Dad, why you crying? I took it as a sign. I knelt down and told him, it's okay to cry. Sometimes love hurts and we say our goodbyes, but Grandpa was strong and his strength is in you. He lives in the stories and all that you do. I told him the truth, I miss my dad, and sometimes to grieve is to honor what we had. We hugged in the silence, two men in the dark, passing on lessons, relighting the spark. So let every man hear it, let every boy know. Healthy men cry and real men let go. We build, we survive, we love and we strive, and sometimes remember with tears in our eyes. With tears in my eyes, tears in my eyes. No shame in the rain. Strong men remember, strong men feel pain. You taught me to rise, to work and be wise, but today I honor you with tears in my eyes. Braves up, piano and strings, drums beat slow, a true feeling brings. Chant in the quiet, cry if you must. Love never leave, ashes to dust. Tears in my eyes, tears in my eyes. No shame in the rain. Strong men remember, strong men feel pain. You taught me to rise, to work and be wise, but today I honor you with tears in my eyes. Morning will come and I'll carry your flame, raising my children, remembering your name. I'll work, I'll provide, I'll live and I'll try, but I'll never be less for the tears in my eyes. The tears in my eyes. With tears in my eyes. Last echo of sorrow, last look at the sky. Thank you, Dad. It's okay to cry.
Long nights in the garage, cold steel in my hand.
Winter's hard silence. Dreams in the sand. No backup, no cushion. Just one shot to give. One car, one crew, one reason to live. Winter circle where legends arrive. One machine for brothers making it survive. Not for the money, not for the fame, just for the glory of winning the game.
Snow on the ground, frost on the glass, hands split open, time moving fast. Every boat checked, every well burned in. We're building our future, we're planning to win. No spare in the trailer, no magic in back, just a prayer and a promise to keep it on track. You know every rattle, every click in the gears, every midnight setback, every doubt, every fear. But when the flag drops and the green light shows, we trust in each other, let everything go. One call, one team, one wild beating heart. The winner circle dream from the very first start. Winner circle where legends arrive. One machine for brothers making it survive. Not for the money, not for the fame, just for the glory of winning the game. Race at the race with no backup to run. You break, you repair, you rise with the sun. Something goes sideways, something goes wrong, but you fix it together, you fight to stay strong. There's blood in the knuckles, oil in the veins. Victories paid for in sweat and in pain. They hand you the trophy, the medal, the check, but you're not to the crew standing there by your neck. The crowd cheers loud, but they'll never know the work in the shadows, the pride in the glow. It's not for the camera, not for the press, it's for that circle legends who give it their best. You gather together, arms over shoulders, champions, brothers, nothing feels bolder. Winner circle, where legends arrive. One machine for brothers making it survive. Not for the money, not for the fame, just for the glory of winning the game. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you back up and go, but you still show up ready. Season first snow, some years you're golden, some years you fall, but you keep coming back. Answering the call, you live for that circle, for the shot at the top, for the bond with your brothers, for the grind that won't stop. You dream of the off-season, hot coffee, new plans, the laughter of legends, the grease in your hands. Someday maybe you'll do it again. Build up that car, go out there and win. But no matter the outcome, no matter the year, you'll always be brothers, you'll always belong. Winner circle, where legends arrive. One machine for brothers making it survive. Not for the money, not for the fame, just for the glory of winning the game. Rain down erupts, drums like applause. Bass thunder strong, the crowd takes pause. Chant with the team, we built it, we earned it, this is our time. Guitars blaze bright, winner circle sublime. Winner circle, when legends arrive. One machine for brothers making it survive. Not for the money, not for the fame, just for the glory of winning the game. Trophy in hand, but you look to your right. See the ones who believe through every long night. No sponsors, no headlines, just grit, just pride. Real legends are made in the winner circle side by side. Last echo of vengeance, last look at the crown. You'll keep chasing that moment when the winner circle comes round. Round, 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 round. Night air thick, heart in my throat. Lights glare down, engine's first note. Quarter mile waits, destiny and design. Gripping the wheel, I can taste the finish line. I can taste the finish line, sweet victory near. Every muscle tense, every doubt disappears. I see it, I feel it, I know it's my time. Mouth dry with hunger, I can taste the finish line. Mouth dry with hunger, I I can taste the finish line.
Helmet buckle tight, hands sweat on the wheel. Staring down the straight where face made real. Opponent beside me, eyes wide with fear. He's heard all the stories, he knows why I'm here. He saw the pink slips, the losers I beat. The nights I went home, never facing defeat. My mode is tuned perfect, my mind razor sharp. All season we've struggled, but this is my art. Crowds roaring somewhere, but I barely hear. Only the engine, the challenge, the cheer. Flagman's ready, nerves set to burst, but my heart's locked on victory, already rehearsed. I press on the throttle, the tension is fine. No taste in my mouth, but that finish line.
I can taste the finish line. Sweet victory near, here. Every muscle tense, every doubt disappears. I see it, I feel it, I know it's my time. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line.
Lights drop to green, time slows to a crawl. Rubber bites, black top, the world becomes small. He's quick off the start, but my torques got bite. Turbo kicks in and I launch it into flight. The crowd blurs away, just a streak in my mind. All I see is that line that I'm destined to find. My rival is sweating, losing his ground. He knows what's coming, can't turn it around. Shifter slaps up, RPM sing victory sent is a physical thing. Wind in my helmet, roar in my soul. I'm pulling ahead, I'm taking control. Nothing can stop me, no man, no design. Nothing tastes sweeter than that finish line.
I can taste the finish line. Sweet victory near. Every muscle tense, every doubt disappears. I see it, I feel it, I know it's my time. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line.
Final stretch looming, victory's call. Every second eternal, I give it my all. No time for the past, no space for regret. Just a moment of focus I'll never forget. I see my reflection in that checkered white stripe. All the work, all the pain, all the nights of the hype. For a split second, the silence, the world holds its breath as I break through the tape. Out racing death, I look in the mirror, see the gap grow behind. Smile to myself, knowing legends are signed. The rival, the rumors, the fear in his eyes, they all fade away when you taste the
I can taste the finish line. Sweet victory near. Every muscle tense, every doubt disappears. I see it, I feel it, I know it's my time. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line.
breakdown erupts. Drums drop like hearts. Bass hits the chest, guitars spark the parts. Chant from the crew, send it when it last turn, last line. The music builds wild.
I can taste the finish line. I can taste the finish line. Sweet victory near. Every muscle tense, every doubt disappears. I see it, I feel it, I know it's my time. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line. Mouth dry with hunger. I can taste the finish line.
I cross through the light, slow down at last. Victory's flavor, burn tires and gas. Another day, another race, another legend in time. Forever I'll chase it.
I can taste the finish line.
Last breath of the moment, last look in the sky. That finish line flavor will never run dry.
Handshake in the shadows, grins under lights. A word for the rival on a high stakes night. Made a best man when I spark with a friend, but you know where I'll be. I'll wait for you at the end. I'll wait for you at the end. Already see it in my mind. Quarter mile of legend, you're a step behind. Eyes on the prize, nerves never bend. Catch up if you can. I'll wait for you at the end.
We line up side by side, the tension's alive. Engines rumbling, warning, street lights start to thrive. You shake my hand hard, try to read my soul, but you see that cool smile, I'm already in control. You're sizing me up, but the game's been played. I dropped the line early, your courage delayed. Let's give them a show. You say what you know, this isn't your night, this isn't your flow. I flash you a wink, watch you try to pretend, but we both know the truth.
I'll wait for you at the end. I'll wait for you at the end. Already see it in my mind. Quarter mile of legend, you're a step behind. Eyes on the prize, nerves never bend. Catch up if you can. I'll wait for you at the end.
Jesus rev up, green light on the strip. I'm gone in the blur. just a room on my focus, a blade cutting through doubt, the legends remade. I check the mirror, see your headlights shrink. Every inch of the leg gives me time to think. You wanted to win, but you're trailing my smoke. The finish gets closer, the distance a joke. You feel that old pressure, you feel it descend. The race is decided.
I'll wait for you at the end. I'll wait for you at the end. Already see it in my mind. Quarter mile of legend, you're a step behind. Eyes on the prize, nerves never brains, nerves never bend. Catch up if you can, I'll wait for you at the end.
The strip blurs past the word and rewind. Victory's flavor, adrenaline kind. You pull to the side, a good sport, a grin. You lost to the legend, but you do it again. I hop from my ride, shake your hand one more time. Respect for the hustle, the courage to climb. But deep in your eyes, you know, I know. Tonight was my night, I set the show. Sometimes you're the chaser, sometimes you defend, but there's nothing like leading.
I'll wait for you at the end. I'll wait for you at the end. Already see it in my mind. Quarter mile of legend, you're a step behind. Eyes on the prize, nerves never brands, nerves never bend. Catch up if you can, I'll wait for you at the end.
Drake drapes on NTs, bass bounces, cocky guitar strut with ease. Chant from the crew, leave 'em, beat 'em, make 'em a friend. Glance in the mirror.
I'll wait at the end. I'll wait for you at the end. Already see it in my mind. Quarter mile of legend, you're a step behind. Eyes on the rise, nerves never prize, nerves never bend. Catch up if you can, I'll wait for you at the end.
Taillights flicker, the race nearly done. Handshake and nod, good game, good run. But tonight, like I said, you're chasing the trend, and I'll be right there.
Waiting at the end.
Last mile, last word. Rivals become friends, but you'll always remember.
I'll wait at the end.
Call 'em big balls, Buzzy, buzzing round the bay, moving like lightning, knocking jobs away. A legend with a wrench, a father and a friend, teaching little heroes how the story should end. Big balls, courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the garage to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call him Big Balls. Shop door swing open, sun just peeking in. Buzzy's already working, engine songs begin. He moves car to car like a bee in the hive, fixing up the world just to keep us alive. While other men struggle with the same old thing. He's got 3 jobs finished before their phones ring. Grease on his knuckles, pride in his chest. If you wanted it done, you came to the best. No job too dirty, no night too long. He taught us that hustle is where you belong. And when the work's done, he gather his crew, load up the kids, teach them something new. With a laugh and a wink, we pile in the car. Even if we were small, he treat us like stars. Courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the rise to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call him Big Balls. Courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the rise to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call him Big Balls. I remember those evenings, just barely a kid, sat in his lap, did what he did. My hands on the wheel, his foot on the gas, steering the rocket, driving too fast. Didn't reach the pedals, but I learned to steer. Trusting my dad, nothing to fear. He grinned and he joked, let me swerve down the lane. Taught me the thrill and the joy of insane. He'd say you gotta have guts, you gotta have grit. Life will throw punches, you don't ever quit. Watched him at work, saw the sweat on his brow, saw how a man stands up and figures out how big balls ain't just about muscle or might. It's love, it's devotion, it's doing what's right. Big balls, courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the rise to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call him Big Balls. Courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the rise to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call him Big Balls. Now I'm grown, kids in my arms, trying to teach them about courage and charm. I show them the hustle, the laughter, the drive, all the ways Buzzy kept dreams alive. I want them to know, want them to see That guts are forgiven, for family for free. To step in the car, to take on the fight. To love hard and strong, to stand for what's right. We race down the street, winning our face. Laughing and yelling, winning the chase. I hope when I'm gone, they'll tell all the world my daddy had big balls. He gave them to his girls, so here's to the fathers, to legends and sons, to courage and love, and a life well done. Done. Big balls, courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the rise to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call him big balls, courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the rise to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call him big balls, courage in the veins, racing through the struggles, never ducking pain. From the rise to the racetrack, legend never falls. Yeah, that's my daddy. They call them big balls. Breaks down, blazes, drums, slam with pride. Bass thumps, wild guitars, take a ride. Chant from the pit, Buzzy never stalled. Let the world remember this man had big balls. This man had big balls. Big balls. Last light in the shop, one final call. Here's to the man with the biggest balls of all. Legacy roaring, wheels spinning tall. Big balls, Buzzy, he still stands tall. Big balls. Red lights spinning, tires squeal on the line. Man, you're out of your mind, I hear it all the time. Dangerous, wild, a little unrefined. Yeah, I'm guilty as charged. I'm out of my mind. Out of my mind. Fast lane, no brakes. Drift through the chaos, whatever it takes. Call me insane, call me unkind, but I live for the rush of being out of my mind. Ripping round corners, drifting through smoke. Neighbors all cursing, the city folk choke. I blast past the limit, I don't even flinch. Living for moments, most men never clinch. I run every stop sign, jump every light. I'm chasing the feeling you get in the night. They wave and they holler, that fool's gonna die. But I just keep laughing, letting sparks fly. My knuckles are white, my heart beats raw. Most men are tame, but I broke that law. There's fire in my veins, freedom in the spin. You say I'm a madman, just watch me begin. Out of my mind, fast lane, no brakes. Drift through the chaos, whatever it takes. Call me insane, call me unkind, but I live for the rush of being out of my mind. Out of my mind. Out of my mind. They say you're a menace, a threat on the street, but those same ones are boring, stuck and repeat. I take every risk, I live on the edge, push every button, walk every ledge. I'd rather be reckless, I'd rather be free, the safe and unseen, dying quietly. I chase every thrill, run wild in the night, feel wind in my chest, pure savage delight. Some say it's foolish, some call it a crime, but they never taste glory, they run out of time. If being out of my mind is what legend require, then hand me the wheel and I'll drive through the fire. Fast lane, no brakes, drift through the chaos, whatever it takes. Call me insane, call me unkind, but I live for the rush of being out of my mind. Out of my mind. Out of my mind. From day one I knew I was built for the wild, a rebel at heart, a runaway child. I saw all the warnings, I heard every plea, but there's no safety net for the realest of me. So when you see taillights blur through the haze, just know I was free for all of my days. I'll take all the chances, the curses, the shouts, because living afraid is what life's not about. I teach my own kids to grab for the sky, to be brave, to be wild, to live in the tribe. Being out of my mind means I burn a bit bright. I'll go out in glory, I'll own every night. Fast lane, no brakes, drift through the chaos, whatever it takes. Call me insane, call me unkind, but I live for the rush of being out of my mind. Explodes, drums off the rails, bass jumps the median, guitar never fails. Chant in the dark, live wild, go blind. Crowd roaring back, we're out of our mind. Out of my mind, fast lane, no brakes, drift through the chaos, whatever it takes. Call me insane, call me unkind, but I live for the rush of being out of my mind. City lights fade and madness remains, burn rubber while laughter cut loose from the chains. Last look in the mirror, last
got it right, I'm out of my mind. No regrets, no rewind. I'm out of my mind. No regrets, no rewind. I'm out of my mind. No regrets, no rewind. I'm out of my mind. No regrets, no rewind. Out of my mind.
Pink slips on the dashboard, cash in my fist. Line up for battle, lose or exist. You want what I built, put your pride on the line. When the race is over, your keys will be mine. Pay me, fuck you, pay me, I earned every mile. Racing for respect, for the win, for the style. Risking it all, nothing's for free. Winner takes all. To the line, bet your whole ride. This ain't for the timid, this ain't for the pride. You wanted this smoke, now you pay for the flames. Racing for pinks, not for fortune or fame. My car is my kingdom, my passport, my home. She's gotten me here, she's grown and she's grown. You slip me your title, you shake my hand, but I see the sweat you barely can stand. We launch in the dark and just scream through the fear. 1/4 mile, then your ride disappears. I've risked it all too, so don't beg or plead when the finish is done.
Fuck you,
pay me, pay me, fuck you, pay me. I earned every mile. Racing for respect, for the win, for the style. Risking it all, nothing's for free. Winner takes all. So pay. Yo, hand me the keys, I see tears in your eyes. You lost more than metal, you lost your disguise. I know how it feels, done it before, but you challenged the king, now you're walking the floor. I load up your car, my own by its side. No gloating, no laughing, just a winner's old pride. I take home your dreams, I drive home your fate, but I trade it all back for that rush at the gate. I sell what I win, put the cash in my hand, build up my monster, make of the brand. Next race, next rival, next shot at the throne. It's not personal, kid, but the crown's my own. Pay me, fuck you, pay me. I earned every mile. Racing for respect, for the win, for the style. Risking it all, nothing's for free. Winner takes all. So pay. The better the race, the heavier the prize. The tighter the circle, the sharper the eyes. You win, you survive, you build and you sell. If you can't stand the pressure, then welcome to hell. Werewolves on the blacktop, sharks in the pit. If you're betting yourself, you better commit. I've lost, I've been beaten, but I came back to claim. Because losers stay humble and winners own names. Every car that I build, every title I keep is a record of hustle, of courage, not cheap. When you see me roll up, when you tremble and flee, remember one thing, fuck you, pay me. Pay me, fuck you, pay me. I earned every mile. Racing for respect, for the win, for the style. Risking it all, nothing's for free. Winner takes all. So pay me, fuck you, pay me. I earned every mile. Racing for respect, for the win, for the style. Risking it all, nothing's for free. Winner takes all. So pay me. Breakdowns, drums hit like cash. Bass drops heavy, guitar slash. Chant from the crowd, win it, take it, count every beat. Ruthless and cold. Now pay me, fuck you, pay me. I earned every mile. Racing for respect, for the win, for the style. Risking it all, nothing's for free. Winner takes all. So pay. Headlights fade till lights disappear. You walk home with regret, I drive off with cheer. Race after race, only one guarantee. If you want it, you better pay me. Last word, last ride. Legacy set free. Fuck you, pay me. It's the law of the street.
Victory alone, midnight in the bay. Wrenches on the table, blueprints in the way. No matter the outcome, there's one reward. Win or lose, it's back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Pencil and grease, chasing the answer. Never at peace, every new battle I listen to horde. Champion or rookie. Back to the drawing board. 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 Another long season, trophies and stars. Some nights I'm the hero, some I fall hard. Either way I find myself under that light. Hand on my engine, mind running all night. I replay every run, every shift, every spin. How'd I get beat? How'd I get the win? What trick did he use? What time and what tune? Did he edge me on launch or pass me by noon? I scribble the numbers, the setups, the schemes. Draw wild inventions, blueprint new dreams. Some call it madness, obsession or art. But you never grow legend without tearing apart. So I clean up my tools and I open the door. Next season starts at the drawing board. Back to the drawing board.
pencil and grease, chasing the answer. Never at peace, every new battle a lesson to hoard. Champion or rookie, back to the drawing board. 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 In the garage with my crew, laughing at loss. Each joke is a lesson, each bet has a cost. We sit in the silence, we thinking we plan. Plot out the comeback, each woman and man. You see me out winning, you call me a cheat, but the truth is in sweat, in the work and repeat. I learn from the best, I learn from the pain. Upgrade the fuel, the clutch, the brain. There's glory in secrets and clever new tricks. Some say it's magic, but it's wrenches and picks. The whispers, the rumors, the side-eye and talk. Let them wonder forever how I walk the walk. Each race is a puzzle, each failure a chord. You'll find me at midnight, back at the board. Back to the drawing board, pencil and grease, chasing the answer. Never at peace, every new battle a lesson to hoard. Champion or rookie, back to the drawing board. 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 Time keeps on spinning, rivals get bold, but every new trick is a story retold. I'll come back each season with something unseen, an edge you can't buy, a machine too mean. It's not about luck, not just raw power. It's knowing what matters, the hour by hour. So win or lose, you'll still find me here, pen in my teeth, wrenched by my ear. I'll be the old man with scars on his hands, still dreaming up monsters, still making us stand. So here's to the thinkers, the builders, the horde. Legends are made back at the drawing board. Back at the drawing board. Back at the drawing board. Back to the drawing board, pencil and grease, chasing the answer. Never at peace, every new battle a lesson to hoard. Champion or rookie, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Dreams look like ideas, bass low and true. Guitar sketch, lightning since changed the mood. Chant in the shadows, never defeated, never ignored. Blueprints in motion, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board, pencil and grease, chasing the answer. Never at peace, every new battle a lesson to hoard. Champion or rookie, back to the drawing board. Night falls in the shop, ideas set free. Of the rookie, back to the drawing board. Not done yet, not nearly, not me. Whatever tomorrow, whatever the score, I'll be right here, back at the drawing board. Last thought, last fall, last lesson stored. Win or lose, last thought, last fall, last lesson stored. Win or lose, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Numbers on the down, numbers on the down, numbers on the down, numbers on the down. Yeah. Solid fire, need them climbing high. Heartbeat sense the pistol screaming at the sky. Most don't get the meaning, most just coast along. But for us, RPMs are what we rely on. RPMs, addicted to the climb, chasing every red line, living for the time. RPMs, the rebuild to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dreams. Under the hood, there's a language to speak. Compression and compression, perfection I seek. Planning in time in every boat you soak. Chasing out pistons, making horsepower grow. I count every revolution, I study every star of them. Hungry for numbers, they leap off the mark. For most, it's a mystery, just metal and oil. But for me, it's a symphony, a ritual toil. I wake up at night, 50s in my mind. Camshafts and flywheels perfectly aligned. No ordinary drive, I can handle this game. The 6,000 setting the world's never the same. I'm married to madness, the torque and the speed. RPMs rising, it's all that I need. RPMs, addicted to the climb, chasing every red line, living for the time. RPMs, oh, we build to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. RPMs, addicted to the climb, chasing every red line, living for the time. RPMs, oh, we build to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. Say it's a fashion, damn right, like a gray water take them mirrors, I chase infinity. Every creak in the engine, every ounce like a shade, just to hear that motor howl, just to feel that crane. Crowd just a rumble, but I hear the soul. The motor's on star, we round, I'm controlled. Now watch that needle, my heart and my chest. When it pushes red line, I know I'm my best. I don't charge, faded long secrets I keep. Always searching for answers, why others just sleep. They'll never know how it feels in my veins. RPM spinning, I'm leashing the chain. RPM, addicted to the climb, chasing every red line, living for the time. RPM, but we build to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. RPM, addicted to the climb, chasing every red line, living for the time. RPM, but we build to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. The most is a car way to get by. To me,
it's the reason I have with no why. My hands are stained, my mind never rests. I'm prone to the rhythm that leaps in my chest. From idle to apex, from word out to pie. Ride the revolutions, I never ask why. All night in the garage, perfecting the tone. Racing the sunrise, and clicks in the moon. Let others drive, no, I'ma let others play safe. I'm addicted to red line, I drive on the J's. The faster she spins, the wider I grin. It's RPM's baby, that's where I begin. RPMs, I kick it to the climb. Chasing every red line, living for the time. RPMs, what we build to extremes. Obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. RPMs, I kick it to the climb. Chasing every red line, living for the time. RPMs, what we build to extremes. Obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. Reasons to the driveway, numbers on my mind. I chase those revolutions to the end of my time. RPMs fade in, one last thing, jet scream. We are the obsessed. We are the dream. We are the dream. Last beat, so the needle, last five in the screen. It's RPM forever. It's the ultimate dream. Last beat, you're the needle, last fire in the screen. It's RPM forever. That's the ultimate dream. Left tick of the needle. Needle climbing high. Our beat seems to piss the screaming at the sky. Most don't get the meaning, most is coast alone. But for us, RPMs are where we belong. Addicted to the climb, chasing every red line, living for the time. But we build to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. Addicted to the climb, chasing every red line, living for the time. But we build to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dreams. Under the hood. Under the hood, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dreams. Under the hood, headers and language I speak, compression and combustion, perfection I seek. Tuning in time and every boat just sold, changing out pistons, making votes now a drone. I'm obsessed with the dream. I'm obsessed with the dream. I'm obsessed with the dream. All the nevers on the dial. To the grind, chasing every red line, living for the time. Most just try, build to a stream. Obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream. Love to take you to the time, chasing every red line, looking for the time. What we build to extremes, obsessed with the power, obsessed with the dream.
Pop the hood, feel the heat, chrome pipe shining clean. Numbers on the dash, talk you've never seen. Step up, take a look, let me show you around. It's horsepower, baby, and it shakes the ground. Horsepower, can you feel that surge? Numbers don't lie when the pistons purr. Every boat, every badge, every rev in the air. It's horsepower, baby. Roll.
raw and real.
Under that hood, it's a 427 stroker block. Forged pistons inside, all balanced and locked. Comp cam stumping, roller rockers tight. It'll rock intake, keeps that air just right. Hook a long tube headers, ceramic and strong. 3-inch flow, master pipes where the thunder belongs. Holly double pumper, fuel spraying mean. MSD ignition with the race prep machine. Tremec 6-speed, short throw on the gates. And a force clutch, no slip in my fate. Curry 9-inch rear for 11 gears on the prowl. Moser axle spinning, hit the tires, how aluminum radiator. Dual fans, keep it cool, catch cannon, baffle pan. Race day rule, it's a build, not a dream. All sweat, all know-how. You wanna talk ponies?
I'll show you how. Horsepower, can you feel that surge? Numbers don't lie when the pistons purge. Every bolt, every badge, every rev in the air. It's horsepower, baby. Raw and red.
Dyno tune 650 at the wheels. Red line at 7K, you know how it feels. ARP bolts, never skimp, never cheap. Full Hotchkiss suspension, rise low, rise deep. QA1 coy lovers adjust that stance. BMR sway balls, watch her dance. Wheelwood 6-piston calipers, drill rotors all round. Stop on a dime, grip the street, lay it down. NY band at RAF in the green. Automatic gauges, dashboard clean. Holly bushes do my arms up, Frank neck is tight. Nobody flex, she hooks just right. Tune with HP tuners, custom maps and play. VP racing fuel, only the best for race days. Ain't no catalog card, no bolt on the fair. Every inch built with skill, every pony get clear.
Horsepower, can you feel that surge? Numbers don't lie when the pistons purge. Every bolt, every badge, every rev in the air. It's horsepower, baby. Raw and
let the rookies brag talk, let the clowns quote myths. I'll show them down on sheets and quarter-mile slips. Mickey Thompson slicks her back, stick like glue. Forgeline wheels, bead locks through. Summit racing, shift the line, lock on tap. Staging at the tree, ready for the snap. Twin wall roll pumps, aeromotive rails. Fuel pressure steady, this monster never fails. Cold air intake, K&M flow. Custom tune humming, watch the numbers grow. Paint's deep black, but the motor's the star. Shocks the world every time I hit stars. So next time you're talking, what real men build, ask how many horses my barn house filled.
Horsepower, can you feel that surge? Numbers don't lie when the pistons purge. Every bolt, every badge, every rev in the air. It's horsepower, baby. Raw and real. Raw and real. Raw and real. Raw and real. Raw and
Breakdown, drum snap like cams. Bass thunder piston, guitars like rams. Chant for the gearheads, built not bought. Real ones only, crowd stomps the ground.
horsepower, can you feel that surge? Numbers don't lie when the pistons purge. Every bolt, every badge, every rev in the air. It's horsepower, baby. Raw and
Last rev in the lot, last shine on the moon. Pop the hood once more, hear that engine croon. Every winner, every king, every legend I share. Measured in horses and nothing compares. Shut it down. Close the hood, but thunder remain. Horsepower forever, running wild in my veins.
Purple smoke, purple smoke, purple smoke, purple smoke.
I've been slazing.
Rubber smokes in the twilight, headlights dancing, burn. Lights all gone, listen careful, but you know how to drift that turn. Dripping that turn, real screaming, mind alive. You read the angle, second to survive. Life's always spinning, but you never lose your nerve. Robbie, this is for you. Earning morning, late nights, hand stained with grit. Manager by title, but my heart never quit. Hippo bills lined up, JDM dreams in the bay. Customers pull up, can you help? You just saying. Pop your hood, let's see what you got. With patience and wisdom, you give it your shot. It's our 20s on beats, 2KCs, you know you wine, you well make those ponies roll. Clutch keys, waddle dance, feather the break. You show them how real men master the snake. One hand on the sugar, one eye on the line. Every drift, every jive, done to the nines. Your crew stands around, eyes wide with pride. When rock is on the floor, y'all alone for the ride. Just dripping that turn, real screaming, mind alive. You hit the angle, split second to survive. Life's always spinning, but you never lose your nerve. Robbie, this is for you. Some days you bow to look down at your feet. forget that your talent is rare as a leaf. But look at your children, the light in the gauge. The stories they'll tell you, the love and the craze. They still a hero, the strongest of men. A father who shows up again and again. You teach by example, by doing not talk. Through the best of the best. You want what you want, other texts lean in. That's how you pour that out. You spy, you help them, no ego, no style. You share every secret your father must show. You keep the tradition, you live by that goal. For every sock corner, for every lost kin. You drift through the struggle and keep shifting gears. Drifting that turd, real screaming, mind alive. You read the dangle street, second to survive. Let's always been that, but you never lose your nerve. Robin, this is for you. You drift cause it can, bitch, your hands paint the speed. You building for others, you help them succeed. From Nissan to Toyota, from Mazda to Subaru, there's nothing you can't do, nothing you won't do. HK is core lovers, real to gift, tone gets EU. You know every combo, you carry all the dudes. You line up the intakes, let red tie the scream. Show Wuckies and Vex what master remains. You teach your own children, you show them your pride. How to steer through the chaos, how to drift in the glide. So next time you question the man that you are, just look at your troop, look at your car, look at your kids, the lessons they learn. Because you're the one who taught them to drift every turn. Tipping that turn, real screaming, mind alive. You read the angle, stick, second to survive. Life's always spinning, but you never lose your nerve. Robbie, this is for you. So I rise in the garage, thoughts in the air, legends are written. So keep on drifting. It's all for you, brother. Drifting that turn. One last time, one last plan. One turn is all. How the way? I've been there. I've been there. One last slide. 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 One last grand. One last slide. One last grand. One last slide. One last slide. One last slide. One driven that turn. One last slide. Driven that turn. One last slide. Driven that turn. One last slide. Driven that turn. Driven that turn. One last slide. Driven that turn. One last slide. One last slide. One last grand. You taught us all how to win.
One last slide. One last slide.
One last.
One last slide.
Dripping that tub. Dripping that tub.
One last slide.
Other folks in the twilight. 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 Headlight. Headlight. Headlight.
One last slide.
Rubber smoke.
One last slide.
Rubber smokes in the twilight. Rubber smoke, rubber smoke, rubber smoke, rubber smoke, rubber smoke, rubber smoke, rubber smokes in the twilight. Twilight, 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 twilight. in the twilight. Headlights, dance and burn. One last slide. Rubber smokes in the twilight. Headlights, dance and burn. One last slide. Trippin' hands up. One last slide. One last slide. One last slide. One last slide.
Rear view glint, blue lights blink for a second. Heart jumps, but my mind stays collected. They think they know me, think they see the end. I just smile back like, try and catch me then. Try and catch me, already gone, living 3 steps ahead, moving like a pawn, jerking on the board I'm on. Too fast, too sharp, too free to see. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me. Funny how success looks suspicious at night. Nice car, clean line, suddenly I'm a sight. They don't know the grind, the hours, the scars. Just see motion and assume it's fraud. Pressure spikes, adrenaline sings. That quiet moment before instant kicks in. I don't panic, don't freeze, don't beg. I trust the rhythm I built in my head. Life's been chasing me since I was young. Bills, doubt, fear, I yo winning everyone. So when the moment hits and the stakes feel real, I don't fold, I remember who I am and what I feel. Not reckless, just ready, not lucky, just trained. I've been ahead of the curve so long, they're still trying to say my name. Try and catch me, already gone, living 3 steps ahead, moving like a pawn, jerking on the board I'm on. Too fast, too sharp, too free to see. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me. Already gone, living 3 steps ahead, moving like a pawn, jerking on the board I'm on. Too fast, too sharp, too free to see. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me. This ain't just engines, this is mindset talk. Same way I win in life is how I walk. I study patterns, I read the room. I move with purpose while others assume. Some people chase comfort, some chase approval. I chase mastery, clean and brutal. I don't need chaos, I don't need noise. I just know when to move and when to deploy. Heart racing, but my vision's calm. I've been in pressure since day one. Every win stacked on a past mistake. Every loss just data for the next upgrade. So when I pull back in and the night goes still, I don't celebrate luck, I respect the skill. Because being untouchable isn't speed alone, it's knowing yourself when you're on your own. Try and catch me, already gone, living 3 steps ahead, moving like a pawn, jerking on the board I'm on. Too fast, too sharp, too free to see. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me. Already gone, living 3 steps ahead, moving like a pawn, jerking on the board I'm on. Too fast, too sharp, too free to see. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me. They chase trends, I chase precision. They want shortcuts, I want vision. In the race of life, I don't just sprint. I pace, I plan, I win in increments. I don't look back unless it's to learn. I don't slow down just because it's my turn. Some live afraid of the price of risk. I already paid, now I live like this. Best life live when you trust your stride. Not everyone's built for the speed I drive. Call it crazy, call it bold, I call it knowing what I'm worth and what I hold. So when they say you think you're better than me, I don't answer back, I just let them see. By the time they understand the game I play, I'm already gone, fading away. Try and catch me, already gone, living 3 steps ahead, moving like a pawn, jerking on the board I'm on. Too fast, too sharp, too free to see. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me. Already gone, living 3 steps ahead, moving like a pawn, jerking on the board I'm on. Too fast, too sharp, too free to see. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me. Beat strips down, heartbeat tempo, bass like folk, mind in limbo. No sirens now, just breath and clarity. This ain't escape, this is mastery. Bass slip down, this is mastery. Bass slip down, this is mastery. Bass slip down, this is mastery. Try and catch me, already gone, gone. Try and catch me, already gone. Laugh in the mirror like, try and catch me, already gone. Try and catch me, already gone. Night goes quiet, engine cools. Another reminder of unbreakable rules. You don't win by reacting, you win by being. And they can't catch what they can't even see. No fear, no fear, no fear.
no fear, no chain.